Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, January 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 65 in hour one of today's show. We'll continue to talk transfer portal, look at LSU's strategy in that transfer portal. Then a little bit later on, we'll have Big Deal or No Big Deal at 9 a.m. And at 9:15, our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
OTB.
That took a while.
Here on this Thursday morning, live from the Raising Cane studio. Jake, Flynn, Jordan, and Tay all here with you. How we doing? How we living? How's life?
Doing fantastic.
Mustache looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I shaved, everything but last night. So it could pop this morning. I want to go on the weekend with a mustache popping. You know what I mean?
I've said it once. I've said it 1,000 times. Mustache has to pop.
It's got to pop. If you're going to do it right.
That's right.
It's been good, man. Weather's been a little nasty. So it's been a while since I've taken the interstate to work because of some carpool situations.
It's been a while.
Needing to happen.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So got on interstate for the first time this morning, and, man, I completely forgot that.
It was a worse drive because you didn't have my company.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
But early in the morning, people just don't know how to drive. So
I was actually saving you from that.
So be better, people. People being real a-holes out there.
Are we sure that's only early in the morning?
Well, I mean, it's all the time, certainly.
Yeah. Especially here.
Just be better. People slamming on their brakes. I had one guy just driving, taking up 2 lanes. And, the dotted line wasn't even, on one side or the other of his car. It was, right in the center of his car.
I mean, why not?
Why not,
Matt?
Why not? Doesn't want to get past.
Why not when there's a drizzle outside? People are just like, I have no idea what to do. And I'm like, here's an idea.
Yep.
The same thing you normally do.
Mm-hmm.
Just do that. I told you, I got off the interstate this morning. I was like, I'm not doing this. I didn't get here till about 6:15, 6:20. I was like, worth it.
Yep. Man, a principle there.
I did. I got off.
Absolutely.
I was like, because you're driving. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. And then, boom, just slam on your brakes randomly. Why would you ever do that on the interstate? Stop doing that, guys.
Stop doing it.
They were just mega dumb this morning.
Yeah, people are dumb driving. Some people are rude driving. Some people have these, big cars. This one guy's, weaving in and out of people, cutting people off, making them slam on their brakes.
And then you always have the guy honking and flashing his lights, trying to be Tommy Tough Knuckles over there.
Yeah.
Buddy, chill
Tommy
out.
Tough Knuckles.
And we can only assume is phallically challenged a little bit and just out there.
Oh, his truck's lifted always.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Livingston Parish for sure. Anyway, but other than that, we got here on time. We got here safely. We got us out. So nasty weather out there. Y'all stay safe. Have y'all been doing your grocery shopping recently?
We did all that. Getting your waters and doing everything.
Is all the toilet paper gone yet? That's first thing to go.
I don't even know.
I hate how people act in dire needs like this. It's not even a dire need. I remember when we had the hurricane scare last year. Oh, you would have thought it was Armageddon.
Yeah.
You would have thought, and it wasn't even a hurricane scare. No, I think it was the freeze or whatever. You would have thought it was the world was finna end. People was putting. You go to the gas station, dude hopping out the back of the truck with three little gas containers filling up. I'm like, bro, we got 1,000 people in line, man. You just
you only get to act like that once a year. Okay, it's a big deal.
It's just
let them have their fun.
It's a seasonal thing. Seasonal.
Why is the first thing to go always the booty tissue?
I mean,
why is that?
That's
the
a good
first thing to go?
question.
I mean, because not everybody has a bidet at their home.
Remember COVID though? They were out for months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't. That never understood that. Like, I get it. That's of all the things you don't want to run out of. That is certainly
For sure.
up there.
You know,
It's like, guys, I ran out of ramen and cold cuts. But dang it, I got my tools.
Yeah, but you don't need 220 rolls
you don't.
for like a night of power outage.
You know, I get the bread, the eggs, and all that. You know, the water. Of course, that's cool. That's cool. I have no issue with that. The gas,
survive. You got to survive.
Yeah, you know, I get that. The gas, you got to pump your generator up and do all that. But man, come on, man. We all got to take a number 2, and everybody likes to start. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody likes to start the day off, but me personally, I like to start my day off with one. So I need my toilet paper.
Sure.
Need it. 2-ply. Do not need that number 1. Number 1 is a sin. 1-ply, that's what you got. 1-ply, that's a sin. No. And that's that's gonna be left. A 2-ply is gone.
You don't get the ones with the bark still in it.
Yeah, you basically you're not even using tissue at that point if you got 1-ply, bro. Second, you get down and dirty. It's wraps.
Yeah, so it looks like parts of the southeast are just going to get absolutely crushed with some winter. I guess that means snow. Definitely some low temps.
Is that what you call football weather?
That's what he calls football.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you call football weather?
Hello.
I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers, but I remember that whole debate we had. This is your football weather.
There is some football, and there is some good football to be played this weekend.
I know you love that Bears game.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I know you love that.
Bears game was great. Who was the game before that? That was snowing, too.
Patriots?
CJ Stroud.
Yes, Patriots. Patriots second half was beautiful.
Yes.
CJ did not like it, even though he's an Ohio State guy.
Which is crazy.
You'd think he'd be ready.
He wasn't ready for anything.
He's soft as Charmin, though.
He was not ready.
Speaking of the toilet paper missing, soft.
He was throwing to people that weren't there.
Yep.
And
And seeing people that weren't there, that were once alive, but they're not anymore. They're ghosts. Seeing those.
They might have to make a decision on him.
I like how we just transitioned at some heavy sports stuff there.
I mean, well, it's perfect. We talked about some toilet paper and poop, and then we go to CJ Stroud. So it kind of it's a good transition.
The shoe fits.
Is there a conversation that needs to be had about Ohio State quarterbacks at this point?
That's a Taylor take right there.
Just saying, man.
Don't trust Ohio State quarterbacks in the NFL.
Just saying. Stroud was looking like he was going to be the one that broke out. I had high hopes for Justin Fields way back when.
Ugh, no.
So it's who was before that? Cardell Jones and JT Barrett and my boy Braxton Miller. I don't know, even though he go to the league as a quarterback, but
Troy Smith.
Who was my I already said Braxton Miller. Never mind.
The guy we played was Beckett?
Todd Beckman.
Yep.
I guess the most successful Ohio State quarterback post-college would be Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah.
Still doing it.
Just saying, man. I can't really name one that just pops off the screen. And I feel like they have a lot of good college quarterbacks for sure.
And no, Ohio State, you can't claim Joe Burrow.
Oh.
He's ours.
Kind of claims them from time to time. He always says he went to school at Ohio State, played at LSU.
Sure.
So he didn't go to school at LSU.
Which should tell you about his school.
I get it.
He's playing it cordial.
Been there.
He's playing it cordial. He's kind of like how Jalen Hurts does the what do you say?
Well, he's still in Ohio, so he's got to do that, right?
Yeah, he's out there.
Oh, Craig Krenzel. Forgot about that guy.
He didn't mean it. Ooh, Craig Krenzel.
Yeah.
Natty champion.
He was. Beat that Miami team, right?
Yeah, he did. Beat him up.
God, dude, there's some names I don't even recognize. Justin Zwick.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of that guy. Started in 2004 and 2005.
I'm sure the kid that's there now is going to break that trend.
You had Troy Smith.
Saying.
And then the guy that played against us, Todd.
Wait, hold on. Is C.J. Stroud the most successful NFL Ohio State quarterback?
Currently, yes.
Currently?
Terrell Pryor
I was about to say,
receiver.
Okay.
He didn't play quarterback, but
was one of your teammates.
For a while.
Who's that?
Terrell Pryor.
Terrell Pryor.
He played quarterback for a little bit.
He was nasty on the Browns.
Joe
Terrell Pryor, he
Boserman.
beat me out.
Boserman. This is a crazy list. All right.
Nobody notable?
I mean, names like you mentioned Braxton Miller, and
Braxton.
then Troy Smith won the Heisman. JT Barrett played for 73 years in college. Cardell Jones.
12 gauge.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Cardell Jones, he's the one that came in as a true freshman and was really.
Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace.
Dwayne Haskins, yes. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins.
right.
But that's it. Like,
You two using about the didn't come here to play school?
yeah.
That was Cardell.
Cardell.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's something.
I mean, he said what we're all thinking.
Visionary. Visionary. So how'd y'all feel about Carson Beck coming out and saying that, he been graduated, that uproar that people felt when he came out and said he been graduated, he just plays football for the last 2 years. And people was in uproar like, this is a college quarterback and he's not going to class.
I think he said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He graduated.
Yeah, but you got to be doing some sort of schooling.
So it's like,
I mean, I assume the rules are still there because
You got to you have to be working towards something. Like you have to be working towards your master's or some type of a degree.
okay.
And I think once you graduate, I don't know if they hold you to like the hours standard. Like before you get your bachelor degree, like you have to take 12 hours a semester. You have to take a certain amount of hours to
just to be
count.
a student. Yeah.
I think once you graduate, and if you're working towards a master's or whatever it is, I think those rules certainly change. I don't know if you might have to have a half an hour a semester. I have no idea.
Half an hour.
I'm about to say half an hour.
I remember my senior year. So I graduated December of 2007, so a couple weeks before the national championship game. But I had loaded up my schedule before that. Basically, I didn't graduate on purpose, in the spring, because I was going to load. I had all I had to do is take these BS classes for the minimal amount of hours. So I had nothing to do pretty much my senior year, the last year to play college football, but it still counted. But I had tailored my schedule around that. And I think the minimum amount of hours, I think it was 9 now that I think about it. So I took 3 classes the fall of our 2007 year, and they were all BS classes. They weren't challenging. I didn't have
you
to.
was taking pain one.
I didn't have to study. It's just what you can do that in the scheduling.
Philosophy.
And, that sounds tough.
My philosophy class was just my professor would go in there and just yap. He would just yap, and that's pretty much what the class would tell us. Read a little thing right here. Other than that, he's just yapping. So I just felt. I mean, once he said he graduated, I was like, well, what more do y'all want, bro? He did what he had to do. It would have been different if he didn't graduate, and it's he's just a professional college quarterback.
LSU Yeti here in the Bayou Ford chat saying, QB1 basically admitted he never went to class. Love it. Hey, what'd you want me to do? You want me to go to more?
Y'all, this man hated school.
Whoa.
I'm just letting y'all know.
Children listening.
I tell you, look, this man hated school.
Love ball.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't come here for school.
Whoa, okay. It's just go to class, people.
Yeah.
Get A's.
He's not a role model.
You know what's weird? It's it's a weird transitional time in your life where, all I knew coming out of Tyler, Texas was I wanted to play football. I didn't know if I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer or, local radio co-host. No idea.
Life's crazy.
So I didn't know what to study. So I was taking these. I had this major. So I got to pick a major at some point, right? Because I'm playing college football. I got to be eligible. So you take a sign up for a major that wasn't working towards anything. So I wasn't super motivated. Maybe I could have been a little bit more.
What did you end with? General studies?
Yeah. So I got a general knowledge of a lot of things.
Everything.
A lot of things. But looking back on it, it's probably one of my bigger regrets is I didn't actually work towards something. But at the time I look back at it, I was like, man, I was a dumb 18-year-old when I got there. I was like, no idea. I just wanted to go work out and throw a football.
Well, I mean, you kind of ended up going to the NFL, so it's
it worked out for me.
It pretty much worked out.
It worked out for me, but I was fortunate.
Yeah, the main goal was to go to the league. You went to the league. So, I mean.
I was very fortunate, but,
a lot of people aren't fortunate like that, yes.
Right.
So, no, I get you.
I don't think I was the only person at that time of your life. You don't really know what you're going to do or want to do. Anyway, I regress. But Carson Beck, I bet he's got to be doing something. He's just not doing anything. He might not be going to class, but they got him enrolled into something, and he's getting a grade given to him at something.
Yeah, it could just be 6 hours online.
Yeah, 6 hours online, and they are like, hey, professor.
You just got to be in there. Don't even got the camera on. You're just in there.
Nobody goes to class anymore.
Yeah.
That's a major college football player.
Yeah.
No, it's all online, everywhere across the country.
Really?
Yeah.
I just saw Angel.
So we
say
were ahead of our time, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were basically doing it online.
We loved going to class.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening in the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Didn't know how we found ourselves on Ohio State quarterbacks into that, but that's what typically segment number 1 is here on this show.
CJ Stroud, not very good.
All right. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, the website for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Anywhere in the state of Louisiana, we are talking to you. And you go to the website, remember you can have a chat with them right there on the homepage of getgordon.com. You can always find them on social media. The handle on all major social media is going to be at getgordon. And then, as you know, in Louisiana, you want to give them a call, just put your area code followed by 888-8888. And again, doesn't matter if you're in Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Houma, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, anywhere in the state of Louisiana, you can get in contact with Gordon McKernan by dialing the 888-8888.
You know who I think had a probably pretty keen eye on this portal class? Gordon McKernan. We've seen that G team. We've seen all the great work that he's done with LSU and that G team. We've seen all the great work that Gordon McKernan does in the community as well. But at the heart of everything, Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys are here to fight for you. So if you've been injured, whether it's a car accident, whether it's on the job site, no matter where it is, give them a call. Let them fight for you.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime.
This song. You know we had to do it again, right? We had to do it again, boy. I want you to sing to these ladies, man.
So I'm up first.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Hope that you find when I know what you got in mind tonight. Got me feeling like Jodeci, girl, I can't leave you alone. Take a shot of this here Patron, and it's gonna be on. VIP then got way too crowded. I'm about to end up calling it a night. You should holler at your girl, tell her you're shaking the scene. Pull off peep peep shotgun in the GT with me. She said, oh, I'm ready to ride.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. I hate to end this song, but we do got to go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com, 225-953-8150. That is the number. That is the website for GoFlow IV Spa. So go check them out online or off of Jefferson in Baton Rouge. Got some nasty weather coming up. I'm sure it'll be like 80 degrees the next week after that, and probably going to be feeling a little under the weather, so go ahead and get out in front of it. Or if you're already feeling under the weather, go see them over at GoFlow IV Spa.
That's right. Sniffle season continues, and winter is hitting hard this weekend into next week, so make sure you go get that, how about a Myers cocktail? Boost that immune system. Get ready for the cold weather. Get ready for those constant and never-ending weather changes and shifts that we get here in South Louisiana. So go check them out if you've never had a little IV therapy. Go get an account over there, in and out first, then 30 to 40 minutes, feeling great. It works immediately. Get hydrated, get vitamized, go Flow IV.
So we had some news that Flynn got to break yesterday in the transfer portal, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was breaking news.
How'd you feel?
And it wasn't Dylan. It was different.
Who's Dylan?
Rayola.
Where'd he go?
I felt it was a lot of pressure. I feel like that was on me, and we had to break some news. But Prince he decided to commit here, so we had to break it right here.
Omami Ellen, is that what we're going with here?
Umami Ellen is how they've kind of all.
Yeah, Musa kind of crushed the pronunciation. I did not.
Well, he had an older brother who was a kind of a star player before him. So people had practice.
Prince Lee.
How about the
Prince
how about it's so Prince Lee?
Okay, older brother.
Prince Will.
Prince Will.
Third one, Prince.
Is it Prince Will or Prince Well?
Will.
Prince Will.
And then the last one's just Prince.
Okay. There's a theme there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he's the favorite or the least favorite based on his name, but he just got Prince.
All right. Wonder what the father's name is.
King,
yeah.
King. I knew that.
Should have.
I knew that.
Right there in
It's
front
on
of
me.
you, bud.
It's on me.
You do get a really nice player, and I know y'all talked about it yesterday, but this is when we were going around the room right before the portal hit, we were talking about positions of need, and I went with edge rusher. You had two edge rushers out of the portal last year, one from Florida, one from Florida State, that, stayed healthy and played, did the whole deal, but they had, 3 sacks between them. Like, that had to go up.
Yeah.
You had to get somebody way more dynamic off the edge. You've brought in a couple of players, but this is one of the better players in the entire transfer portal, and you're able to obviously get him away from Ole Miss. This is one of the bigger ones. This is a position of need. It's a position where you've got to be really good to be a championship level team. You got to have a guy that you've got a game plan against. LSU didn't have that a year ago. And so, it's not only like a great move to add to what was already a great portal class, but this is just a great move in general because of all the things that it does for your defense.
Yeah, and even with the whole, I know that everybody's still kind of eyes on Jordan Seaton, what's going to happen. But even if this bookends your transfer portal clause, it's a great way to finish it off. We talked about the defense, the edge rusher being a huge point of emphasis, a point of need on this team. There was multiple spots that we talked about. Edge rusher on the defensive side was probably the spot that we needed to improve at, get better at. And, of course, LSU had a good defense in 2025.
Yeah.
We cannot say it was a great defense. Because in order to be a great defense, you have to be able to consistently put pressure and collapse a pocket with a four-man rush.
Right.
You can't have to create a numbers advantage to always get your pressure. So those great defenses that you think of, whether at all levels of football, can create havoc and create pressure and make the quarterback uncomfortable with just a four-man rush. We see it all the time. Look at all the NFL. Look what the Texans were doing. Why did everybody say, man, this defense is great? Oh, because they had great back-end players, certainly. But they could create pressure and create havoc. Even if they didn't sack the quarterback, they are making him move. They are making him get the ball up faster.
Right.
They're making them get one less person on a route concept fast because he's having to chip or thump or worry about creating some sort of body presence to slow those guys down. So hopefully Prince will kind of help build that. And so if LSU wants to take that step from a really, really good defense to a great defense, which certainly they have all the pieces, they have the coaching, they have the coordinator in place to be great, they have to be good at defensive end.
Yeah, and Taylor, you did a good job pointing it out here inside of a document. Out of the 41 commitments, 36 of them have more than 1 year of eligibility remaining. Now, as Coach Kim Mulkey told us, sometimes that doesn't mean like a whole lot because you think you're going to have them for 3 or 4 years and you have them for 1, but
you have to have a 1 year mindset, basically.
It does give you the ability to try to retain more players and not have to do 41 more players in the portal next year.
I don't want to do that. Please no.
I mean, we set the number at 25, so we soared way over that.
They got that in the first 3 days.
They got that in receivers.
Pretty much.
Yeah, 20. What did we say? We said 25?
Yeah, we said 25 was the number.
Boy.
Also, the part that's probably not getting talked enough about because of all the 41 new players, and you're excited about them and some of the top players at their position, the retention of the defense.
Yep.
Now, the offense, you lost everybody.
Yep. The retention is probably the most important part to kind of kick off the portal class.
Yes. DJ Pickett, Whit Weeks, Tamarcus Cooley. We can go name, there's a ton of names in there that are going to be counted on as being starters on this football team. PJ Woodland's another guy. That was as important as anything that you did, was retain that defense that we're talking about. Now you got to pair them with the pieces that you're putting into place. And if you do end up getting Jordan Seaton, that's going to be a portal class that before any ball is snapped, I realize that, but on paper, that's going to be one of the better ones in the portal era.
Lane said it on Tuesday. We were talking about it yesterday when Moose was here, that Lane Kiffin said he believes, on paper, this will be the best portal class ever. Obviously, you got to coach them up. Obviously, they got to do it on the field. But, just looking at it from outside in, we were discussing it yesterday. You can poke holes in anything in life that you want to. Anybody's going to find some. It's very hard right now to poke holes in this portal class. You've kind of done what you've needed to do at every single position. Edge was an issue. Last week, we talked about inside linebacker. You got TJ Daugherty to come play that spot. You needed to shore up the offensive line. You got 4 of them over the weekend. I mean, you're in a really good spot.
And I think just with the comment about retention, when you're looking at a portal class, this day and age with college football, you have to, the guys you retain should be added to your portal. That should be added to your overall grade for maintaining these guys, right? I mean, because they could just easily just put their name in the portal, right?
Right.
And just think about the dominoes that have fallen on that defensive side of the ball. None of this happens. I mean, I'm not going to say none of this, but it doesn't happen to this extent with this much success on the retention part and the new recruitment part if that first domino doesn't fall, which is Blake Baker deciding to stay here as defensive coordinator instead of taking a head coaching new opportunity, which we all know that he probably wants at some point when it's right.
Yeah.
But him staying, I certainly think a catalyst to the retention. And then you get that retention part, and now you have a little extra element to recruit with. Hey, come play with these guys that are staying, with this coach that is staying. Then, you better have the best portal class ever because you probably spent the most money ever in the portal. So it's very exciting, obviously, to have all these. And then it just kind of capped off. Like I said, if the Prince will commitment yesterday is just the bookend of this portal class. I think we can all say it was a very, very, very successful class. So, exciting stuff.
So, like, from what you see right now up until this point, what do you feel like the ceiling is of this team? Where you feel like this team has to?
It's go.
There is.
Hey,
I mean,
you better go.
You better do it. You better go.
You better get to where.
So y'all saying natty year one, or you just
playoff? For
playoffs
like,
for sure.
No,
okay.
even
so playoffs.
Not even a blink.
Anything less than playoffs, that's where we at. Okay.
I mean, I feel like as you know, there's a certain amount of funds available, right?
Yeah.
And it just so happens that it's a lot of funds this year for LSU. So, and they're emptying that clip. They're not like saving.
Oh, not at all.
They're not saving for the future. They're spending for right now.
Yep.
So the expectation in that building from a coach's standpoint, especially the guy in the biggest coach or the biggest office,
most definitely,
is a national championship. Now, is that realistic? I have no idea. Can you
build a culture?
Can you build a culture that fast? Can you install an offense? Well, Indiana did it.
Indeed.
And 2, and they were the worst program ever. So
there's not going to be like no athletic director at any major university that's been successful in football is going to want to hear any excuse,
especially when you spend like
right,
this,
wrong, or indifferent.
Right?
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
right. When you are provided with these resources, you have to go do it. Now, it's still football. Right?
Yes.
I mean,
just played on the field.
Yeah. I mean, there's certainly no guarantees unless you're the Dodgers.
It's true, man.
They did kind of have a pretty tight little World Series, though.
Yeah, they just spend. Like, where's it coming from?
Are you talking about LSU?
No, the Dodgers.
Oh.
Yeah, because like 40, like
confused.
the millions that LSU spend, it's a lot of money. But like the Dodgers, just like, hey, you're kind of okay. You want $40 million a year?
we're gonna give you 40 so the other teams can't have you.
Exactly.
You saw how they did Tucker a contract though, where they gave him a $64 million signing bonus off rip, and then he just plays for $1 million this season.
Yeah, that's what they do with their like Shohei played for like $1 million this last year,
and that's just
all his is like deferred.
And that's just crazy. Like they can
like
do
if
that.
you can get players to do it.
Oh yeah,
we'll give you $64 million up front.
Up front.
Yeah, and during the season you're gonna make $1 million.
But and then you're playing for the Dodgers. You're in California, so it's like it's so enticing. Why not play?
You know what? My brain like immediately goes to like, well, you're more like the 64 million is more like 30 after California and federal taxes.
No, for sure. 29, 28.
Immediately.
Here, let's play a couple of fun scenarios.
Okay.
LSU regular season 10-2 next year. Success?
And we'll answer that when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Boom. Pro radio.
From the locker room to the airwaves,
Yeah.
it's off the bench.
Oh, yeah. We're reminding them one more time.
Let's go.
One more time.
They need to know.
All right, if you live on the Spanish Town Parade route and you're hosting people at your house, here's a pro tip. Don't let them come into your house. What do you mean? Well, you call Trash Ranger Sanitation for clean, reliable, special event portable toilets. So whether you're throwing a neighborhood party, hosting friends, or just planning ahead for parade day, Trash Rangers brings the toilets right to your home. Quick, easy, and hassle-free. Spanish Town is coming up on February the 14th, so don't wait until the last minute. Plan ahead and call now or visit trashrangers.com and get your spot covered for the parade.
That's right, Trash Rangers Sanitation. They are number 1 at picking up number 2, so make sure you get those portable toilets ready to roll for parade season. And after the parade, after that party, how about a little roll-off dumpster to clean up all that trash? Trash Removal, the most reliable trash removal service in Louisiana. So go check them out, commercial, residential, sanitation, whatever it is, trashrangers.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around the clock.
I can put you in a log cabin, somewhere in Aspen. Girl, ain't nothing to the pain, ain't tricking if you got it, what you asking for. Put you in a mansion, somewhere in Wisconsin. Like I said, ain't nothing to the pain, we can change the last name, what's happening?
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Jordan, keep this up while I tell the people about the incredible Pala Group. If you're looking at development, if you're looking for growth in Baton Rouge, one name you need to know is Pala. Pala specializes in commercial, mixed-use development, construction, property. We always talk about them. They've been doing this for a long, long time. They've been doing it since the 70s. They've been doing it here in the Gulf Coast. They've also been employee-owned, right? Helical piles. Always talk about like different things they can do. Go check them out at palagroup.com. And if you want to rhyme mansion in Wisconsin, you can do it as well. I mean, I look, you got to get creative sometimes.
You do, man, and it becomes an all-time bar, just from being out the box.
All right, what was the question you asked?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do.
Oh, he said
teased about LSU, and I was trying to set you up, and you didn't spike the ball there. You were talking about LSU being 10-2.
Oh yeah,
what that would look like.
Yeah, so based on the portal class, based on Lane coming in, based on coaches that he has brought from Ole Miss, coaches that he's retained on the defensive side of the ball, there's a high expectation. There's also a high expectation that comes from the amount of money that has been spent as well. Emptying the clip when it comes to all this NIL money, all this rev share, all this stuff. So with that comes a great responsibility. So what would successful Jordan asked what the ceiling was. Ceiling certainly would be a national championship. Now, is that an expectation? As a fan base, probably cautiously optimistic about every prediction.
Yes.
But that's what they're thinking in that building. They're not spending for no reason. Like a couple weeks ago, Coach Mulkey did say when we were talking to her, like you kind of have to look every year in the NIL where like as like a 1-year deal with a lot of these kids because legally they can enter the portal every single year. Even if you like the quarterback at Duke, he had a 2-year contract, but he entered the portal after 1 year. These are 1-year deals.
Very Mensah.
So yes, I just posed a question: if in the regular season LSU's 10-2, how do we look at that? Is that a good? Is that success?
Can I ask?
Yeah, because I think you make the playoffs at 10-2.
Okay.
So I think it's successful.
Can I ask a little bit more context on the 2 losses? Can you? Does the 2 losses matter? Like, who are those 2 losses to?
I don't care if 10-2 gets you in the playoffs.
They're
you're in the
SEC
playoffs.
losses.
Okay, so you beat Clemson.
Beat Clemson.
Okay, beat Clemson.
Yep, beat Clemson.
Okay.
So SEC losses, not a bottom tier.
Okay.
Just we hadn't fleshed this completely out. Let's just say, but at 10-2, are we excited about that? Because we've seen 10-2, certainly SEC teams not make it.
I think so.
Okay.
On a 12-team playoff. Vanderbilt. Was Vanderbilt the only one?
Yeah, I think so.
Texas had 3 losses, huh?
Yeah, right.
Texas had 3 losses. Okay,
And then
so
last
Texas-
year, Bama, South Carolina were 3.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're 10-2, you're
Had more to do, unfortunately, with Vanderbilt being Vanderbilt. Than,
Okay. All right, 10-2, not in the SEC championship.
I think
You
it's
don't care
pretty.
about it.
No, I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah,
it's college football playoff. 10-2, and you don't make it, people are mad.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I think that's fair to say.
I think 10-2 or like that's the standard.
Yeah,
I feel like for people to say like that was a really really great first year, 10-2 is probably the floor.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the floor, unless you're 9-3 and something crazy happened in
Crazy
that
loss.
third, like a crazy
Yeah.
loss, bad calls, whatever. I don't know. But I think 10-2 would be that floor for LSU fans based on the excitement and the hype and the amount of funds that she knows. Because I'd like to see at the end of the day, once the dust settles on all this, on this portal class, and more information is available on contracts, like how much was actually spent on the 2026 roster and what that compares to like the most expensive rosters that we've ever heard of around the country. Certainly this year, but in past years. Is this going to be the most expensive roster ever assembled in college football?
I mean, if you get Seton, I think it will be. Because him by himself was what you said, Tay, like $3 million by himself.
I mean, that's
the
what they're
rumors, right?
predicting.
Yeah, 3.5 ish, something. I don't know where those numbers come from. Again,
Yeah, but
we're speculating like everybody else. He's expensive.
Yeah, he'll be expensive. So I mean, if you add him, I think other than like Texas Tech, they're paying a grip for everybody on that team. So
yeah, that is true.
And Indiana just got that new donation, so it's like a lot of teams.
Miami's spending as well. They wanted to spend 7.5 on Ty Simpson, reportedly.
Yeah. I mean, you see what they're doing with Darian Mensah. They trying to extract him. So
I know. Well, but if you're Darian Mensah, like you're not going there unless you're going there after the news of Ty Simpson getting offered 7.5. So like that's probably what you're expecting.
Oh yeah, I think you already know they're pulling some type of strings just for he's on a 2-year deal with Duke just for him to try and break that by itself, and he's not getting paid pennies at Duke. That they're obviously offering something like insane offer where it's like it's too good to refuse.
Christian in the Bobby Ford chatter said, if they go 9-3, is it a Les Miles 9-3 or BK 9-3? Because they both felt and looked completely different. It's a really good point.
That's a good point, man.
It's a really good point.
That's a good take. That's why I was asking about the losses. Like those 2 losses kind of matter who you lose to. In the grand scheme, it kind of does matter.
Were we like 10-2 like every year we were here? Except the championship, we were 12-2 because we played.
Let's see. We were...
Or maybe 9-3 in 04 because of the Iowa loss.
What was 06?
10-2.
Yeah, that was the Sugar Bowl Notre Dame win. Yeah. So 11-2 that year.
I don't know.
Especially, I kind of feel like those losses matter if it's early in the season or later in the season.
Yep.
The home slate that you have is incredible. Maybe one of the best ones LSU football has ever had.
I know we got Texas coming to town.
You got Texas, you got Texas A&M, you've got Clemson, you've got Alabama.
Alabama too?
Right, Tay?
At home?
Yeah.
Pull up schedule. We
we obviously know you're going to Ole Miss.
Yeah, I know everything got we can't do the even odd years anymore because it's all
because you played A&M at home last year.
Yeah, because
them
of
again.
schedule changes, it all shifted.
Do you think there will be any more around the country a more venom-filled environment than at Ole Miss Stadium will be?
No, it will be something I don't think we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be scary.
Bama's at home.
Yeah, that's what I thought. When Coach Saban came back here, there have been some time pass.
Yeah.
There was 4 years.
At least, yeah.
He's going into his fourth year because we played him there in 07.
Okay,
and then he came here in 08. So time had passed.
Okay.
And he didn't leave
like that.
You know,
he went to the league
directly for a job,
from here to there. And that was pretty vile.
Now, in 2007, when we did win a national championship, would LSU fans have cared if we lost all games but won Alabama? I think that was, I remember people telling me that. I don't care what games you win or lose, just beat Alabama.
I guess I was younger at that time. Like, for me, at that point, Alabama wasn't a rival.
No, they
for
weren't.
me growing up, Alabama wasn't good till about 08, 09. So,
but they were as soon as Saban went there. I just remember like before the season.
Right.
People being joking, of course, but like, I don't care if you win another game, just beat Alabama. All right. So I went out and threw 3 picks in the second quarter.
Hey, it don't matter. Okay, the game was won.
I mean, I've told you this 1,000 times. If you don't throw one of those picks, I don't know I get drafted as high.
It was all in the second quarter?
I'm pretty sure they're all in the second quarter.
Yeah, he was like DJ Khaled.
I mean, real early, right in the middle, and then real late.
Another one.
Okay.
We bounced back.
We rallied behind the boys.
Hey, think about
bunch
that.
of tuds in the second.
3 picks,
half.
and we let up a punt return for a touchdown, still won.
Yeah. You suck.
Anybody tell me who returned the punt for a touchdown for Alabama?
Yeah, Javier Arenas.
Javier Arenas.
Is that the
There's
guy
no
that?
way I was gonna guess that.
Is that
DB?
the guy with whose ankle exploded?
No, that was Tyron Prothro. You talking about the receiver?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was a couple years earlier.
Way above my time.
Prothro is the one that first guy that ever had the catch behind somebody's back.
Yes,
Southern
same
Miss.
guy.
Yeah.
Same
That
guy.
was awesome.
No,
that
Javier
the same
Arenas
year that
played
it-
DB for him. He was good.
Yeah,
that
he
was like
good.
Saban's first. Like him and Julio were kind of the first like big time players he'd brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Julio.
Someone's asking me if I equal CJ Stroud.
No,
I mean, he's got a lot more starts.
no,
than me.
you were good in the postseason.
Got a lot more starts than me. But I'll tell you what, I could have done exactly what I could have thrown 4 picks last weekend. Easily.
Oh, I got faith you could.
I could have made a deep playoff run with the Texans this year.
So we're all unanimous.
10-2.
10-2.
Playoff.
You have to, or you're gonna get clowned.
You can't spend that much. Yeah, you can't spend
You're
that
gonna
much.
get clowned.
Not have that be the
Oh,
expectation.
if
should be, and I think it is.
If you
Knowing
don't
the guys
make the
like we do.
playoffs, we're
That's
gonna
the
get
that's the
crushed.
expectation.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Their
Yeah.
national media is going to have a field day
Yeah.
if we don't make the playoffs.
That's what
My
I'm saying.
God.
Like, that's the only way to save your behind because you're going to get smoked.
Oh my God! And
All summer, all off season, you're going to get smoked. From January until the ball lined up again in August, you're going to get smoked.
Yep.
Lane Kiffin is going to be dragged through the mud every month. Like it's going to be bad. You have to make the playoffs.
But I think the thing that is known across the street is they know that too.
Oh yeah,
they understand it, and it should be that way, right?
And they welcome it. Yeah,
it should.
Yeah.
It
Lane's
absolutely
That's
should
why
be
you
that
come
way.
here.
Like you don't come to LSU to like go 8-4.
Yeah,
you got to be Dabo. You got to look dominant over Dabo.
You don't want to go to the Texas Bowl again.
Oh, you know.
I love Houston and appreciate our alumni base there, but
yeah,
maybe switch it up this year. I don't think 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
But if you do go to the Texas Bowl, don't be like Notre Dame. Just go play in them.
Go play. 8 p.m. kickoffs.
Don't let your captains make dumb decisions.
All right, we got to take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Well, if you made the call and you listened to us and you got it already set up, I bet you're feeling pretty fat and cocky about having that whole home generator from Boudreaux's right about now with this weather.
Watching that
just coming
weather,
down
multiple day
the
power
way.
outages.
Because when
spit in
everybody
your
else's
face.
power goes out, you can hear the just a little old hum of your whole home generator powering your entire house because it's more power, it's more protection, and Matthew, it's the ultimate peace of mind.
Yeah, when a lot of people are going to be waiting in line to get that gas so they can fill up that little tiny generator they have, just keep like the freezer on, maybe keep like one light bulb on in their house. You're going to be chilling. You're going to be grilling. You're going to be just watching NFC, AFC championship games this weekend while everybody else has the power outage. So because you got that peace of mind. Get that. If you've been thinking about it, give them a call. Go to the website, Boudreaux Electrical, big red button. Get a free Generac quote today. BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
You laughing at everything.
In the chat here, Daniel Basham says QB prospects probably didn't want BK grinding on them.
Oh, Walker Howard is going back to Ole Miss. I know it was like a week ago, but I don't think we talked about it. And it was funny because I was telling y'all I covered the Sugar Bowl, which Ole Miss won. And after the game, I see Walker Howard run onto the field with like a Ole Miss sweater vest on. And I'm like, the hell's he doing? Plays for UL. Like, I know he went to Ole Miss, but okay, I guess he's just cheering for like some. Turns out he's going back.
Hey, man.
So it makes sense now. Makes sense now.
Is there a richer man on earth than the person that makes Ole Miss sweater vests?
No.
He's got to be loaded, huh? He might be the biggest NIL partner Ole Miss has.
Patagonia hates to see that guy coming. He knows they got no chance of staying on the shelves for
Who?
long.
Brad?
Chad. There was so many in New Orleans.
Every time they showed the fans
warm.
in the stands, like it's just a line of like white dudes with a tie and a sweater vest.
A lot of cores were warm, but certainly not knees.
No.
Certainly not the tops of their feet either.
Why not?
Because the penny loafers with no socks. tops of your feet get chilly. Yeah, a pair of shorts hadn't touched a boy's kneecap. 10 years at Ole Miss. Didn't even come close.
But that was who BK was in one of those videos with. God, that was weird.
That was so weird.
Wait, that was Walker
that was a
Howard?
good idea?
Yeah, he was one of them. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And there was a tight end.
Who thought that was a good idea? They were like, yep, this looks good.
I don't know.
The tight end was Danny Lewis, went to Alabama. But good news is he never did anything there.
Yeah, but they had to like rewatch it before they posted
They had
it.
to
And they're like,
edit
yep,
everything
this is
else.
it. This is going to help us.
Crushed it.
Surely it got leaked. Surely they didn't put that out there.
It was AI.
I don't know. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to rouses.com. Once you go to the website, find that location that is nearest you. And once you do, just know that you're going to be able to go in and you're going to be able to get right now during king cake season any king cake that you can imagine. They've got every different flavor. We said it yesterday, we'll say it again. If you like just a basic cinnamon like Flynn, they got you. If you like it churched up, Dr. Pepper king cake like Tay-Tay, they've got you, and everything in between. Also, you know, they've got those prepared meals already ready to go for you. You walk in, you grab the entree, you grab the sides, and you are ready to go for dinner. Go to rouses.com and check out those weekly ads.
That's right. Go to rouses.com and you're going to navigate that website, but go type in your zip code and it'll show you where your nearest Rouse's market is. And it'll show you the local deals that are happening there to tell you like what kind of deal they're having on the meats, on the king cakes, on the pre-made food, whatever it is, you could check it out. And then if you're going to grocery shop for a party, just for everyday living, make sure you do it with a local company, Rouse's Markets.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, January 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 65. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll continue the discussion of college football and the transfer portal, maybe dive into some NFL news as well. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. OTB, hour number 2 here live from the Raising Cane studio. You know, we got the Senior Bowl coming up, and I once played in the Senior Bowl. That was many moons ago, back when I felt like a youth, Matthew.
Young.
And really the only way I can get that magic back is if I go see our friends over at Rejuve Me Medical, because I'm going to feel like my youthful self again.
You might be ready to put a helmet on.
Well, stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Maybe don't go before
type
next week
situation.
just because you might try to get out there.
I don't know. I was doing shows with Coach Neuheisel this last week. He's the head coach of the Dallas franchise in the UFL. There was some talk, maybe coming back.
All right. Got a few snaps left?
But I got to go see Rejuve Me Medical before I even think about having that.
Certainly. Got to. Yeah, Rejuve Me Medical. And if you wanted to go see them, you could go see them here in Baton Rouge. If you were back home in Shreveport, you go see them there.
Yep.
12 locations all over Louisiana. So no matter where you are in Louisiana, they got a location that is near you. So go get that blood work. Go check out exactly what's happening medically in your body. We're talking about hormone replacement. We're talking about hormone imbalances like that. They've been Louisiana's leader for over 10 years in hormone replacement therapy. Everything under medical supervision. They have a fantastic team, first-class facilities. So just know what's going on in your body. You don't have to settle for less because you got Rejuve Me Medical, rejuvemeMedical.com. Hey,
so should I make a comeback?
What? Yeah,
UFL?
well, as little as fullback plays now, you could do it.
Did you see the first touchdown of a national championship game?
Well, yeah, you could play like one play every 3-4 games.
What was the first touchdown of the national championship game? What
well,
play
they lined
is
up
that?
a tight end in
he's
front of the running
tight end
back.
wearing number 37?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Just straight from his mouth. He said he was a tight end.
He actually said that was all just employed to get us to believe he wasn't going
Actually,
in the backfield.
you know I love a fullback. Yeah. I think that teams in college should more adopt the NFL's pathway to good offensive football that they've kind of circled back to now. Did you know the last 4 teams remaining in the NFL all carry a fullback?
All carry fullback. You know, 2 1 seeds carry fullback.
And they not only do they carry them, they
utilize them.
They utilize it.
So don't call it a comeback.
Let's go real football.
All right.
You know what? Speaking of real football, there's some real football weather out there this week. Winter storm hitting. Did you see this alert? Up north.
How far north?
We're talking Minnesota, Wisconsin,
Minnesota,
Michigan. This is a warning I've never seen ever out there. There's an exploding tree warning, an exploding tree risk. It's going to be so cold up in the northern states that there's a risk that trees will start to explode. And what is that going to sound like? You're going to be in the woods and it's going to sound like gunshots all in the woods, but it's not going to be gun. It's going to be exploding trees because the tree sap is going to get so cold, it's going to freeze and expand, and these trees are just going to, boom, split.
Everyone is safe, but I got to see this happen one time.
Yeah, I know.
I just need one.
Yeah.
I need one on video, and then I'm good.
Yep.
I don't even know that I've ever heard of that.
I've never heard of it. And I lived in Wisconsin for like 6 years. And there is, so I've been in a place like in Chicago my rookie year before, there was a wind chill warning the night before a game. It was like minus 45 wind chill. And they're like, you can't go. It's a wind chill warning because you're not supposed to go outside for like more than 5 minutes at the time because there's a possibility you might get like ice form in your lungs.
Yeah.
Obviously. So I don't know what these temperatures are. This article that I got pulled up right now doesn't really say, but I think it was like real temperature of like starting to get below like negative 30 degrees, something like that. So yeah, trees, they've been growing for,
thousands of
decades, some centuries.
Decades?
No, I'm talking about the trees that are going to be exploding. They've been alive and growing.
Matt's like, guys, some of these trees are 20 years old.
For decades.
No, these specific trees that will be exploding are 10 plus years old, 100 plus. If there was, they're just going to be exploding because it's going to be so cold. So look out. We're not going to get exploding trees down in the south, but it will be cold. So hope you're ready. Hope you got that.
We're gonna do a little bobbing and weaving down here. Rope-a-dope, kind of trying to get around the ice a little bit.
Oh.
Should be okay for the most part. I will say that I produce for LSU, like the basketball games. We've been told like that basketball game in Arkansas on Saturday might not.
Yeah, that
might not happen.
Yeah, that's what we were texting last night about. Like with the Senior Bowl, we're supposed to go Sunday because practices are starting Monday. Well, travel is going to be hell for especially people. I would assume most people are flying in. You got players, you got coaches, you got scouts, you got a lot of people flock to Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, and you got to use either Pensacola or Mobile airport to get in there. That's where everybody goes.
Yep.
It could be a situation.
Could be a situation.
Because, I mean, as y'all know, I got stuck in Atlanta for 3 days last year. Anytime there's snow across the South, everything shuts down. Just not made for it.
Can you imagine if trees were exploding in the South?
A lot of trees.
A lot of trees. Anywho.
Speaking of the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
If we make it.
If we make it, if they do it.
If we find our way down there.
Do you think they would delay it?
No. I don't know. Maybe. It's a lot of time and effort.
You said no real fast.
They
push it back a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Something like that maybe, but they're not doing it.
That would kind of stink if they had to practice in like 30-degree temperatures. Football weather, baby.
It's just not football weather. Are you excited to watch? Is it the LSU guys? Is it Diego Pavia? Like, who's kind of the person that you're maybe most excited to get eyes on?
I know that, of course, my homerism is going to take. So I want to see how the LSU guys compete, but specifically, I don't think there's one person going to the Senior Bowl that can help himself more than Garrett Nussmeier. Like that, he is the guy that can potentially, I'm going to say potentially, if he goes out and plays like he did 2024 Garrett Nussmeier, 2023 Garrett Nussmeier, when he was able to play in that season, he's got a chance to catapult multiple rounds.
Yeah.
So, and he's not going to hurt himself, I don't think, anymore, because he's done this past season. I'm not going to say him specifically, okay? But this past season has hurt him really, really bad.
Yeah.
We're talking about a definite first, second at the highest rounder to now what I believe would be a 5th, 6th, 7th rounder. So he's got a chance to really catapult himself. Now, is he going to catapult himself to the first round or the second round? Probably not, but a mid-round guy, as of right now, absolutely he's got a chance. So I want to see how he goes and competes. Can he get rid of those yips that he had?
Yeah.
Because yips is a real thing. Like how you attack something mentally and confidently is a real thing. You see it in all sports. People get the yips. They just call it different things. They call it a slump in baseball. Well, if you get a slump in football, there's only so many games you get to play. Right. So it just looks like you're not very good at that time. Well, we know that's not true because we can't unsee what we've seen with Garrett when it comes to the good stuff. So, but look, I'm going to be all eyeballs on quarterbacks. What's that list? What's the list of quarterbacks that are going? I know.
I'm trying to find the one that's obviously confirmed. By the way, Scott Tolzien is going to be the OC.
Yeah, I know.
For one of the teams.
Scott's going to be the OC. Friend of the show, Scott Tolzien, quarterback coach for the New Orleans Saints. So I'm going to have to text him, try to get a little extra sneak access.
I believe he's going to be the American team coach. So he'll have Luke Altmaier from Illinois. He'll have Taylor Green from Arkansas and Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. On the national team, it's Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt, Cole Payton from North Dakota State, and Sawyer Robinson from Baylor.
Okay. So I guess Nussmeier's really the only Nussmeier and Pavia, only one I really focus on.
There's a lot of people like Altmaier and Robinson. Taylor Green is very intriguing. Certainly a project player. Indiana and Miami did have a couple of players over the last couple of days that have committed to the game. Ruben Bain, one of the best edge rushers, has committed to the game. And you've got Keontae Scott's committed to the game. D'Angelo Pons, who had the pick 6 against Oregon first play, he's committed to the game. And Kaelon Black, the running back for Indiana, committed to the game as well.
Yeah. Well, have we heard about, and I know that they were holding a spot for Trinidad. He's no.
I wouldn't think so because it hasn't happened yet.
Scared to compete.
He's still fighting to try to play in college. So, yeah, Drew Fabianich, who is the executive director of the Panini Senior Bowl, was holding a spot for him. And
that's a shame because he could have also really helped himself some more. Like, I think what we saw towards the end of the year, we're like, yeah, this guy could go first round for sure. But I think there's question marks as well because it wasn't a full season of that. It was a handful of games where he played to that level. Yeah. He could certainly solidify himself as what I believe could be a number 2 quarterback taken in the draft if he could go and show out. But he would have to do that. He would have to show in front of all these scouts like I am that guy all the time that I showed the last couple of games.
You've got multiple LSU players as well, and we've talked about Nussmeier. You also have Jack Pyburn, who's going to play in this game. You've got a couple of receivers who are going to play in this game. I believe Aaron Anderson.
Hilton? Is Chris Hilton doing this,
I think
or he's doing the other one?
I think he's doing East-West.
Okay.
I think Aaron Anderson initially was going to do that. Then he got the invite for the Senior Bowl and made the switch. Barion Brown is also going to be in the Senior Bowl. Probably the LSU player outside of Nussmeier that I'm most excited about is A.J. Halsey, who's going to be playing safety for the American team.
Stud.
One of my favorite players to watch this year. He's certainly lived up to the hype and then some. So he's going to have a great opportunity. And I'm kind of curious how they're going to use him maybe at the next level. He's obviously a bigger safety. I think he can do a lot of things for you all 3 downs. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him always. Every time he steps foot on the field, it's like my eyes just go to him because he flies around, plays the way you want to be. You want the game to be played. Aaron Anderson is another guy because he did not get the opportunities to showcase his skill this year. They didn't utilize the middle of the field. We don't need to go back into that because I don't want to get mad here at 8:12 on a Thursday. They didn't utilize the middle of the field. They didn't utilize his skill set, which they had in the past, which is wild. And I said it before the season. I thought Aaron Anderson had a chance to be the highest drafted guy on LSU's football team. Now, I didn't foresee
this to happen.
Mansour Delane, and then not to throw the ball and have a functionable offense.
Receiver screen you.
But I think
not even a good receiver screen.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
like a bad
bubble screen you.
More like a now. That's what we call it. Just like a now.
Throw it to the receiver and see if he can make 11 guys miss.
Like Miami with Malachi Toney. Great wide receiver.
Great wide receiver. There's a way to do it. Wide receiver screens can be good.
Miami's is so devastating because their tackles get out there and just squash everybody.
Because that's what you're supposed to do.
What a screen
You're not supposed to throw a now route and hope your one receiver can block 2 guys.
A now route is an answer to a problem.
Yeah.
It's not the first option.
Miami had
they were throwing nows as like their lead.
Okay,
play.
we're gonna throw the now, but if they line up 9 guys over it, we'll run the ball.
Yeah.
Usually a now route is like, all right, well, we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna run zone. We'll also give you a flip option. So if you get like the one technique to the left, if we got a zone to the right call, but if one technique's left, you can flip it to the other side.
Yeah.
But if they just stack the box and you have a good look, an advantageous look, if he's not like pressed or anything, throw the now.
Yeah.
But if it is not an advantageous look, if you do have a press corner, if you don't feel real confident out at the other receiver block, just run the ball into bad numbers. Let's get 2 yards and go to the next play. Anyway, Aaron Anderson. That's what we were talking about. I believe he is an absolute dog. I believe that he has high football IQ. I like watching him play, and the key to a good slot inside receiver is high football IQ.
Yes.
He understands when I watch him, he understands leverage on linebackers. He understands leverage on safeties that are coming down in the box. And understand when he's running one direction and the safety's coming down in the box, he's going the opposite direction. So there's a transitional period where that defensive back or linebacker has to flip his hips. He's got to turn his head and shoulders away from the quarterback and he loses vision on the quarterback. And he understands that transition and how to use that momentum of that defensive back having to turn against them. He also understands when he's number 2 in the progression on what speed and tempo and what window he needs to get in the timing. He also understands when he's number 3 or 4 in the read, the speed and tempo. Because young receivers that don't have football IQ, they run every single route the same way.
Speed, yeah.
So
how
you
it's
see
drawn in the playbook.
There's a way you draw in the playbook. All right, it's a 7-yard and break in. They run it that way every time, and if they run a 4.4 40, they run that route at 4.4. So you don't do that when you play high quality, high intellectual football. You understand where you are in the progression. And if you are running a seam route or a dig route or a hank route or whatever it is as a slot receiver, you also know that in a certain coverage, you might be the number 1 look, but in a different coverage, you might be number 3.
Yeah.
So you have to, all those things add up, and I believe that he has that, and he's really good at running seam routes. Like I said, utilizing that leverage and the transition of defensive back, all those things that I see. And then when he gets the ball in his hands, he's electric. He made a play earlier in the year this year that I thought was one of the most athletic plays I'd ever seen. He had to dive for an out route, it was a stick route, something like that. It was like 3rd and 4 or something like that. He had to dive in his feet, so he caught it, and in one movement, he extended it out with one hand to get the first down. And I was like, I've never really seen that a lot, even in the NFL. Someone like that specific body movement, body control. So I think he's got a chance to really help himself. I think he should be a top 2, at least 3-round pick, because I think he's a dog, and I think he's a guy that NFL GMs and quarterbacks who run intellectual type offenses, most NFLs do, are going to grade him very high and know that he's going to be a plug and play pretty fast.
Oh, I can tell. Just the way how you just broke that down, I can only imagine the actual, GMs and scouts, the way how you just broke that down about how integral he is about his routes and knowing how to do this and that and that.
And he's got returnability too.
Yeah, so it's like the way you just broke that down, I'm very high that Aaron Anderson is going to be drafted pretty I ain't gonna say surprising, but it's going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, like all right.
And he's really smooth with his routes too. Like when you know as a quarterback, when you throw to a lot of different routes, some guys are hard to read body language, some guys are easy to read. He's really easy to read body language. I know what speed, angle he's going to come out by the way he's attacking his breaks and his cuts.
So he's a quarterback-friendly receiver?
Very quarterback-friendly receiver. I love the kid, and I think he's going to be very, very good at the next level.
All right, we will take a break. Got a couple more players throughout the Senior Bowl that maybe we can break down. And actually, when we come back, New Orleans Saints are going to be there. Their assistant coaches are certainly going to be there. Multiple coaches, including one of the head coaches off the
Tyler
Saints
Shuck's
staff.
team?
So, yes. So, who are they looking at? Which guys could maybe impress the New Orleans Saints? Which position group are the Saints maybe going to be eye-hustling the most? We'll have that for you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com, the website for Russell Pool Company. And if you are looking to completely blow away your friends and family when they walk into your backyard, you should go see our friends over at Russell Pool Company. They're going to customize your dream pool. They're going to put it in your space. Now, if you're not quite sure what your dream pool is just yet, well, you can go check out the website, Gallery of Work, kind of get an idea of what you want. But whatever it is, however you imagine it, you sit down with Russell Pools and you work it out, you draw it up, and that's exactly what they deliver every single time. RussellPools.com.
That's right, Russell Pools, the name you think of when you think of the highest quality custom pools in Louisiana. They've been doing it a long time. Chris Anderson and that crew over there, they work hard, they work diligently, and they are experts when it comes to any pools of any shape, any size, any functionality. And it's going to be cold this weekend, so when it's cold and freezing, just close your eyes and dream of chilling, buy a pool, swimming in the summer, and make sure you get that process started now so you can have that pool ready to go by summer. RussellPools.com.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades. But our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
You know what she told me? She told, check it out, this is what she said. She said, oh. She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross, a little Anita, but definitely set this party alright.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
She said she wants some ready for the world, some new edition, some mini repertoire, definitely set this party alright. Yes, it will. It definitely will. You know, I told her to drive over in your new whip. Bring some friends you cool with. I'ma bring the cool whip. Then I want you to strip. See you is my new chick, so we get our grind.
Maggie, OTB. Talking about Cool Whip for Banana Splits, obviously.
Yeah,
this song. Yeah.
You want whipped cream?
Your banana split. Anywho's, going to be down in Mobile, as we said, all week next week for the Panini Senior Bowl. Do you think Panini's going to give us any cards?
I am so, I don't really care about the football.
I know you don't.
I need to find the higher-ups at Panini. I need to get some sort of deal with them.
Even if they're losing the license, right?
Yeah. They got licenses in other sports as well.
Okay. Like what?
I mean, they're still going to have a business.
Yeah.
How's your card game going right now? We hadn't really talked about cards much on the show in quite a while. But just so everybody knows, we're still in it.
We'll do maybe a card segment down in Mobile, and maybe the Panini people will hear it, and they'll be like, oh, those guys are for real.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. President of Panini, what's up?
He'll be there. Oh, he'll be there.
You want to give me some cards?
It's the Panini Senior Bowl.
But we give you a shout out on our show and just tell me some cards.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Probably looking for some advertisement.
Yeah. The Saints are going to be heavily involved in the Senior Bowl, and they always are because they are the closest team to Mobile, Alabama, so it's no surprise. But Joel Thomas is going to be the head coach. Peter Sermon's going to be on the staff. Scott Tolzien is going to be on the staff, like we said. So, I mean, you've got multiple. I think it's 6 coaches from New Orleans on the American coaching staff. So the Saints are going to get a great look at the American team. And look, they're going to scout everybody, the national team as well. But when you start to look at the American team, you start to see who's on it. We mentioned some of the LSU guys. They're going to be on the American team. But, like, if you were to say, and we can go around the room. Jordan, I know obviously you were with the Saints hat on here today. You're the one that is the biggest Saints fan in the room.
Yes,
Which
sir.
position group do you want to make sure that the New Orleans Saints down in Mobile, Alabama, pay attention to the most?
Wide receiver. Wide receiver, maybe running back because, Jeremiah Love's there or he's not? Sitting out. I don't think he's a senior.
Who?
Huh? Jeremiah Love?
No,
He's not
he
there?
got invited but did not accept
Okay,
the
so,
offer. He's like
well,
one of the few that turned it down this year.
Well,
he didn't be a top pick. So.
And that might be where you might go. So I would have liked for him to be there, but I think this team needs some more playmakers. You got your quarterback now. I feel like you don't really need a lineman at this point. Or, Bain falls to 8. That would be cool. We could go look at Bain. He's going to be there, so go get a look at him. But I just think you need a playmaker for sure.
From the receivers that are going to be there. Now, on the American team, where the Saints coaching staff is going to be a part of, you have Aaron Anderson, as we talked about. Lewis Bond from Boston College, Barryon Brown from LSU, Kevin Coleman Jr. from Mizzou, Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, Ted Hurst from Georgia State, Jacoby Lane from USC, and Brennan Thompson from Mississippi State. Now, some of the other receivers that I would like to take a look at if I am the Saints are playing on the national team, and that would be Deion Burks from Oklahoma, Josh Cameron from Baylor, KC Concepcion from Texas A&M. You've got
I like him.
Elijah Surratt from Indiana.
I think that's the guy.
Trey
6'2",
Wallace from Ole Miss.
6'2", Harrison Wallace, he's 6'1", 6'2". We've talked about, needing a guy that size. Those two guys, are really the two that are standout.
Trey Wallace in the Sugar Bowl went off.
Yes.
Georgia tried to play man coverage and just kept trying to play man coverage, and he kept beating the guy across from him, no matter who it was. They kept trying different guys. It didn't matter. I actually, and maybe because I know some of the American team, I'm more intrigued maybe by the national team's receivers. Elijah Surratt, he might not be your 4.37 guy. He might not have the 6'4", but that dude can play.
Yeah.
He can flat out play football. He had a drop in the national championship game, and the room stopped because everybody was so shocked that it happened. He hadn't had one since October. He just finds a way time and time again to get open, make a play. I don't know where he gets drafted. It's not going to be in the first round, but that is a guy that I would certainly do my homework on because you need more at receiver, but I would love to have that guy on my team.
Yeah, is there a receiver that stands out as a surefire first rounder?
In that group, no.
In this group, yeah.
Concepcion, maybe.
Yeah, that's the biggest name. I'm looking through this list.
Somebody
right
will
now.
fall in love with him.
Yeah.
Somebody will fall in love.
Actually, I don't know if this list on the website is actually fully complete because I don't have Nussmeier on here.
And they also don't got I guess because they didn't weigh in and do the measurements yet. That would have been helpful on the website.
I would say of that group, KC Concepcion is certainly the one that has the best opportunity because you have guys like Jordan Tyson from Arizona State's not going to be there. Cardinal Tate from Ohio State.
Yep.
Lemon from USC. Denzel Boston from Washington. And then Zachariah Branch from UGA.
Yeah, keep him away. No more little boys. No more.
More little boys?
Yeah, no more little boys.
Zachariah Branch is listed at 5'10", 180. He's not 5'10", nor is he 180.
Yeah,
Great football player. He's gonna make some plays. KC Concepcion is 5'11", 190, so kind of in the same frame that we're talking about here.
We can see what Lemon is.
Jacoby Lane's the guy that's the different body type. He's every bit of 6'4", 205, 210 pounds.
That's the guy with the crazy catches?
If you're looking for, he has had them certainly in his career. He's the guy that one-handed it.
That's what I'm saying.
LSU, right?
Yeah. So if that's
Vegas.
him, yes, I like him then. But I don't,
Elijah Surratt, though, he's 6'2", 210.
Yeah, that's the guy.
I don't know where he ends up. I think ESPN.com has him as the 90th player overall, so that's third round range type. You get Elijah Surratt in the third round,
that's good
you
value.
feel pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, him, Harrison Wallace, he'll probably go somewhere in there too. I don't think Harrison Wallace will be a first round pick. I think he's good enough to be a first round pick, but those two guys are kind of the ones for me that they got the size you're looking for, they have the production, good range. Those are the guys I'd keep an eye on. What about defensive line? defensive end in particular, like there's some studs there. David Bailey was probably my favorite player in the college football playoff. Like I understand that Oregon really controlled him, but David Bailey, anytime there was a play to be made, he made it. He's a stud. He's about 255. So I mean, he's a big-bodied defensive end. I love David Bailey.
Yeah, he's going to be on the national team. Romello Height, his teammate from Texas Tech, is also going to be on the national team. And this is an edge rusher class. Everybody that you talk with, they talk about edge rushers. Now, like, how many days of David Bailey are you going to get in Mobile? You might get one. He might go out there and dominate in one-on-ones, and he might pack his stuff and go home. We see that every year at the Senior Bowl. But you've got David Bailey. You've got Ruben Bain. Akeem Mesidor is playing in the game as well. Like, you have got dogs. Like, think about this. Like, R. Mason Thomas from Oklahoma, who I think is a day one play in the NFL. He's a 7th-ranked edge rusher on ESPN.com. That tells you how deep this edge rusher class is. So when you look at who's going to the Senior Bowl, and we mentioned a couple names, like Mesidor is going to be on the American team. Saints are going to get a great look at him. LT Overton from Alabama is going to be on that team. You go over to the national team. That's where the Texas Tech guys are. Denai Dennis Sutton from Penn State is going to be on the national team. TJ Parker from Clemson is going to be on the national team. Yo, this is an edge rusher class. If you're looking for an edge rusher, you don't have to take him at 8.
No, you don't.
You can take him in the 2nd round. I even think you can get a guy in the 3rd round, depending on where you have it as your need. If you've got it as a high need, you go 2nd round. Because if Jordan Tyson's there from Arizona State in the 1st round, it would be hard for me to pass up that guy, that playmaker. I know he's had some injuries, but when he's on the field, he's the receiver, the 6'2 plus that we're talking about.
You need it.
You go receiver 1, you go edge rusher in the 2nd, and you get some of those guys that we're talking about. I know we always talk about draft grades, and they don't mean anything until they actually play, but you would feel good about where you're at. And, again, you can get a dynamic pass rusher starter from day one in the 2nd round.
Absolutely. I mean, you talked about Akeem Mesidor. Like, people forget about him because of Ruben Baines as his teammate, but he's a stud. And
Mesidor had more sacks than Ruben Bain did this year.
Baines is just a flashier guy. Like, but a guy like TJ Parker, a lot of hype coming into the year, didn't necessarily have the production, but did he suffer from what the LSU players suffered from? Not great coaching, a down year, all that. Like, there's so much talent here at defensive line. Saints got to get one of them. Like Dominic Orange, I understand that if you're looking more towards pass rusher, but if you want a big body in the middle, Dominic Orange from Iowa State, really good player as well. I mean, all over the place.
Big Citrus.
What an incredible nickname.
Big Citrus.
So good.
Wait, that's real?
Oh, yeah.
Big
Big Citrus.
His nickname.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait till next week. I'm going to learn so much. I didn't understand about 3 words y'all just said, talking about all these players. If they didn't make a big play versus LSU, I don't really know who they are. So, Casey, Concepcion, I don't know those guys.
Yeah.
Rest of them, I'm excited. Let's interview them.
Only reason why I know Big Citrus because I watched that Iowa State, Kansas State game, and it was like, big Dominic Orange, Big awesome. Citrus.
He's a run stuffer. I mean, he's not, his stats aren't going to jump off the page at you, but he can play. He's nasty. He can fill the gaps, man.
You won't get a nickname Big Citrus if you're not nasty.
All right, I'm going to give you a small school guy to do some homework on before we go to the Senior Bowl, okay? Get your pen out.
Why is this
Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety from Toledo.
Emmanuel
McNeil Warren.
Warren's 3 words, 3 names. Okay.
The last name is hyphenated, yes. He's from Toledo, 6'2", 205, rangy safety. Let me see what team he's going to be on.
Rangy son of a gun.
He's going to be on the national team.
Okay.
So he'll be the first practice.
Why? Why are you choosing him?
I always like to choose a small school guy at the Senior Bowl. Quinyon Mitchell was the guy that I chose a couple years ago, and he dogged everybody. It was one of the best things I've ever seen on a football field. He went, and people knew who he was. Like, he was a name, but he was coming from Toledo.
Yeah.
And so he had this huge chip on his shoulder, and they were doing one-on-ones. And typically you go one and you get off. You go one, you go off. Well, he got out there, and he wasn't calling anybody by their name. Like, he didn't want to give them that respect. He would line up, and then he'd go, Florida. And Ricky Pearsall would go out there.
Oh, wow.
He'd go out there. He'd be like, Michigan. Roman Wilson would go out there. Like, he kept calling them by their school name. He wouldn't say their name. He just called them by and he won every one of them. Like he was just going like big school, Georgia, Florida, Michigan, and he stayed out there. And like everybody was like, hey, we got. He's like, no, I got it.
Wow.
And he went 4 in a row, and one he was like 3.5. Like one kind of he was right there in position, and it was on the sideline. I don't know if it was a catch or not, but he won those reps, and it was like, all right, yep, we're drafting him pretty high, and he went in the first round.
You win. You can go home now.
Yeah.
First team.
He stayed, but so like seeing that, there's going to be somebody that has a chip on their shoulder from a smaller school, a group of 6 school, that's going to show out, and I'm going to go back-to-back Toledo guys. Not back-to-back, it was 2 years ago, but you get what I'm saying. And it's going to be McNeil Warren.
Okay. I'll do some research. It's hard. I feel like safety is a little bit harder to show out in like those
types
types
of one-on-ones
drills.
with tight ends and backs, and he'll be out there. That's the best part about the Senior Bowl is the one-on-ones, and everybody has to compete. You can't hide. You'll see the guys try to hide in the back.
Oh, no.
Really?
Oh, you're telling me they're hiding at the Senior Bowl?
There's people like that everywhere, man.
Everywhere. Every practice, every one-on-ones.
He's the best.
One-on-ones will turn a man into a boy real quick.
No doubt.
Especially
pass rush.
Yes.
These are the best, and they're hiding in drills. Wow.
I wouldn't say like they're not trying to get. Now you'll have a psycho that's like,
I want everybody.
Like Mitchell, I want to go again. Let
Yeah.
me go again. Let me go again. But yeah, you'll have some people in the back.
Man,
no doubt.
Like
there's probably people that are trying not to hurt their stock, trying to just.
Oh, okay. Like we talking back in Pee Wee ball, the heads up when you're counting the line. Like, okay, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, he's over. Yeah. Hey, bro, you can get in front of me, bro. Here, I got to tie my shoe up. Like they're doing that in the Senior Bowl.
I like that. That's a good.
Oh no, because I was that kid. So yeah, I'm just telling you how it was. Yeah. Hey, that's him, right? Hey, bro, you can get right here, bro. Yeah, I'm good, bro. Good.
All right, so again, we're heading down there on Sunday night. Looking forward to being there all week next week, and we're going to have our coverage from Mobile every single day. Going to be out there, going to practice, and you're going to bring a notebook?
Yeah, always. 2 screens?
Last year, T-Bob, no, I'm talking about to practice.
Oh.
No, 2 years ago, I think it was, T-Bob brought like a scouting notebook.
Okay.
And he wrote down like one thing. It was Cole Strange. He said, T-Bar face mask number 69, draft this guy. And that was all he had the whole week. But he went in the first round.
I said Belichick thought the same thing.
Yep. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here. Of course, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, First American Bank and Trust on the OTB team. And you know what? They're pretty experienced. You know how I know that? Because they've been a banking tradition since 1910. Pretty long time ago. All right, over 100 years if you're doing math there at home. And you're not able to stay in business that long, thrive that long, unless you're doing everything the right way. And these are people like right here in this area making these decisions. We're not talking about going to the Northeast or the West Coast or anywhere in the Midwest. No, it is right here. It is local. And they've got all the tools that every big time, big bank that you got to go through 17 different decisions. No, they got everything that you need right here locally. So go to their website, fabt.com.
That's right. Know your banker, get straight answers, and work with people who actually care about your success. That is exactly what you're going to find at First American Bank and Trust. So First American Bank and Trust, local people, local decisions, real banking. Visit fabt.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at lockmeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily...
You now tuned in to WUTP Radio. We're your hosts for the night.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All y'all hot girls is tuned in right now, so we're gonna send this new one out from Juvenile. It's called Rodeo. Talk to him, pimp.
Y'all need to open your ears up and soak this game up. If nobody don't know you, I'ma make y'all famous. It's 24 carats, but it shine like stainless. Just look at how the diamonds compliment my fingers. Yes, indeed. Choking me. Oh, I need a...
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Always want to remind you about our friends over at Central Plumbing. CentralPlumbing.org is the website, not only in Central, but the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We're certainly talking to you. Remember, 24/7, 365 weekend game day holiday number. It has changed, so make sure you take this number down. 225-500-0774. Again, 225-500-0774. Now, not only in emergencies, if you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can certainly come in and do that as well. No matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how much in between big and small, they can make sure they get it done for you and your home and your business, like Matthew Clayton Flynn took advantage of. Go to centralplumbing.org. I feel like our 3-hour drive to Mobile is going to be me quizzing you on players that are going to be there.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to start studying note cards. Delby Lemieux, offensive lineman, Dartmouth. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, 3 names, Toledo, safety. Got it. Locking those in. I'm not going to carry a notebook to practice, though, like T-Bob. I got to have my hands available and ready just in case an errant ball comes. I got to throw it back to the ref.
Oh, yeah, you've been thinking about that one.
He's hoping somebody sees him like, is that Phillip Rivers?
Dang, dude.
Does he need to come back?
Yeah, you want me to work out? I can throw 4 picks. Playoffs. Think about it.
You're going to find the Texans and be like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
Yeah. How much you paying, CJ? Yeah. Chop that in a quarter.
Facts.
Take it. Don't want to practice, though.
Oh, well, I mean.
Don't have to.
I mean, your job is throw interceptions, so you really shouldn't practice.
I don't know if CJ practices.
I mean, we watched the Steelers game. Can he catch a snap?
That's a good point, too. I can catch all the snaps.
We talked about it a little bit earlier because Trinidad Chambliss was having a spot held for him at the Senior Bowl, and I don't know where that's at right now. I would assume that they're moving forward without him. But on ESPN.com, that there's only 4 quarterbacks that are listed in best available.
Yikes.
Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Carson Beck, and Trinidad Chambliss. It's the
gosh.
only 4 quarterbacks right now that they have in the best available. Now, every other position, like running back, they got 20. Tight end, you got multiple, safety tag, whatever position. Like, you got multiple guys.
Yeah.
You only have 4 guys right now. And Trinidad Chambliss, they have him as the 4th quarterback, the 92nd player overall. With his situation, knowing the waiver, it got denied. Like, and I love watching that guy play. I mean, he is somebody that is dude. Game's gonna respect the game. He is a very good football player. Love his story. And he went out there against Georgia, made plays. He made multiple plays against Miami. He didn't have the cleanest game, but he's a competitor, and I appreciate that. But he has a chance to go to the NFL and be drafted pretty high.
Yes.
So, again, it's great to have him in the college game, but if you keep getting denied, like, this pre-draft process for you, man, it is everything. Like, you got to go elevate yourself above a Carson Beck, maybe even above a Ty Simpson if you can. And so, like, the longer that you wait, the more opportunities that pass you by.
Yes. I'm trying to think of, for a guy like him, it can certainly help a lot. Now, a lot of the pre-draft process for some guys can only hurt. That's why you see a lot of guys sitting out, because there's no benefit to that. But for somebody like him who, and again, like, game respects game for sure. Like, the guy was playing his face off. And the story's incredible. Wasn't great when he first got plugged in, but made dramatic improvements every single week. And at the end of the season, you can argue that there was no quarterback playing better than him. That was no more impactful to their team than he was with the plays. And these weren't like accidental plays. These were like real quarterback throwing seams, ripping passes on time and big down and distances, moving the pocket, using his feet, but to create windows to throw in, not necessarily run all the time. So he had these game-changing play-making abilities. I mean, you can say that he made more plays against Miami than Fernando Mendoza did. Big plays.
Yeah.
Now, it took him a while. It took him in the second half, but so what he did merits him being one of the top quarterback, merits him being in like at least the top 4 list, like you said. And you have to think long and hard, even if he doesn't go to the Senior Bowl, even if like he tries to fight this and decides, okay, in March that, all right, I'm just going to go to the draft because I'm just tired of fighting this battle. NFL scouts are going to take a hard look, and GM's like, do we take Trinidad over Carson or Carson over Trinidad? I think Ty Simpson probably gets the nod because of, if he doesn't now, Trinidad could go to the Senior Bowl or he could have gone to the Senior Bowl. It's probably too late now at this point, but he could have elevated himself to that second guy for sure if he would have shown out in that week of practice like he did towards the end of the season and shown consistency there. But yeah, like you said, it's great to have him in the college game, but he's kind of crazy. And you got to think about this draft class. This might be a historical draft class for quarterbacks, and not a positive way. Like, you could have like probably the least amount of quarterbacks taken in the first 4 or 5 rounds ever. I don't know what that number is, what the least amount is to date.
Right.
But like you said, under the best available, there's only 4 quarterbacks listed. So once you get past those 4, why is anybody wasting any, like, a first, second, third, fourth, maybe even a 5th rounder on something like that?
Yeah.
Now, you might have a run on them in the 6th and 7th round, potentially up in the 5th round, but yeah, it could be a historically low draft class for quarterbacks.
It kind of reminds me of that year Kenny Pickett went in the first round.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who else went in the first round with Kenny Pickett. Yeah, I just remember it was
Malik Willis, I think, was the second quarterback, maybe in the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm. It was slim pickings, so that's what this kind of feels like a little
Watch
bit.
out for Malik this year.
Slim.
Yeah. But he wasn't in the first round. I think he's saying, like, first-round quarterback, and Kenny's been on, like, 8 teams, it feels like, already.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB. We've got, of course, Munchies coming up. In the next hour, we got Big Deal or No Big Deal. Stay locked in here. OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, there is a new star of downtown Baton Rouge, and that is Bally's Casino and Hotel, Bally's of Baton Rouge, and it is completely upgraded. I almost want to say it's just completely new. Sure, like the outside brick is there, but that's about the only thing that is the same. It got a complete overhaul. In the hotel, every single room got an upgrade, not just the suites, every room. on the casino floor, you're not going to recognize it. And trust me when I say, you remember what the old atrium looked like. It does not look like that. Every single thing got upgraded. So the table games, the slots, the DraftKings Sportsbook, the biggest TV you've ever seen with this incredible bar that butts right up to it. It is forever changed downtown Baton Rouge. 5 new restaurants. Go check it out, Bally's of Baton Rouge.
That's right, Bally's of Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, we got ourselves an upgrade, and it is one hell of an upgrade. If you haven't driven by, just drive by during the day if you have some time, and then go by if you have a little date night out with the fellas, with the ladies, gaming, dining, staying, whatever it is. Bally's of Baton Rouge.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, ironworkers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raisins Cane's studio. I forgot to tell y'all one thing because I had to run out yesterday. We were getting Jackson a car, and so we're trying to surprise him with that. And J-Bones, I was trying to make sure that I was there with the delivery. And so shout out to Matt for holding the fort down here. But I didn't get a chance to tell all the stories from the sideline of the game. One of the best ones was Commissioner Sankey hopped on with me. And I was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Commissioner, what's going on? How you feeling? He said, lonely.
Oh.
Yeah, I started laughing. He's like, yeah, used to having some friends here with me because, the SEC wasn't there. I was like, yeah, I feel you. I've been around all the Big Ten, all the ACC people. They just been yelling at the SEC guy. I was like, I feel like Jon Snow at the Battle of Bastards. I got the sword out, horses coming my way.
Sure.
And Commissioner Sankey got the reference.
No, he didn't.
Boom.
Good for you.
Yeah. I went for it.
You have his own headset.
I even got into the stance, like holding the sword, because I wanted to make sure like you knew what I was talking about. You know? Yeah.
You been to these?
A little bit. Gotta have some
I
bend.
think he's kind of tall, right?
He's a little taller fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Good for him.
let me just tell you, there was a lot. And y'all know me.
Why was he there?
I'm not in. All commissioners are there. I'm not a chant SEC guy. I'm not. But there were some people enjoying a little too much the SEC not being represented for a third year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the
little brother.
Like the Big Ten
vibes.
people. I'm like, okay, look, you won the last three different teams. All right. Like the ACC people, I was like, hold up now.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up now. Been a minute now.
Yep.
Been a minute.
Big Ten people, y'all are nerds. Little brothers.
I have won the last three, though.
So what? What percentage does that make in the last 20? I don't know. Just made that up.
OTB coming back.
Off the bench.
It's probably not good.
All right, go to KTOZBlinds.com. K to Z, interiors and outdoor living. Been doing this since 2004. Brandon Barton and the team. One of the cool things about them, they've been in the game so long that they come to your house or your place of business, and they kind of know it better than you do in like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Hey, what do you think? And they'll say, well, I think you need a shade here, a drape here, whatever. Motorized screen here, and it's going to help this, that, and the other. It blew me away when they came to my house. They'll do it to you as well. Go to that website, KTOZBlinds.com.
And they're going to know your house, and they're also going to be able to give you a ton of different options too. Like and options that fit whatever budget that you have, options that are going to make your house look better, feel better, really tie the room together. And also motorized shades for that outdoor living. K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living has got you covered. KTOZBlinds.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders. We're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Thursday, January 22nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect rainy skies with a high of 65. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have big deal or no big deal at 9 a.m. Then at 9:15, our Munchie segment with LSU executive chef Michael Johnson. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 3 of OTB. The NFL MVP finalists were named.
Okay. How many?
5.
5.
Ooh, you want to see if you can guess the 5?
Oh, man. How many are quarterbacks?
4.
4 of them? Okay. So Stafford.
Yep.
Drake May.
Yep.
Let's see here. I'd like to say Josh Allen just because he's a reigning MVP.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically, Jared Goff was one of the best statistically this year, but I don't. Darnold?
Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, that makes sense. That tracks.
So Josh Allen, Trevor Lawrence, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, and one other player, non-quarterback.
It would have been Jonathan Stewart from the majority of the year, but
Taylor.
Jonathan Stewart, huh?
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor. That's what I meant.
The old Panthers running back.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He was a good player.
Maybe not this year as much. I'll get it. Old Joe Nathan. Jonathan Taylor?
Christian McCaffrey.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
Had a pretty good year.
Yeah.
My non-quarterback would have been McCaffrey or Jackson Smith and Jig, but those would have been the 2 that I would have.
Puka, maybe.
Yeah, Puka.
Yeah, Puka for sure. The way he finished the season. Non-quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, first half of season. McCaffrey, Puka in back half of season, I feel like.
So if we just reach the point where we're never going to see any other position win MVP.
Why would you? Not important.
No. So who was the last one? Adrian Peterson, 2012?
If
you got to be,
special.
If Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt and they keep winning, Jonathan Taylor had a shot.
Yeah.
First half of the season, he was probably the favorite.
Also, though, 2 of the MVP candidates are also up for comeback player of the year in Trevor Lawrence and Christian McCaffrey. So that's kind of cool to be able to come back.
Was Trevor hurt last year?
No,
or he just
he was
coming
terrible.
back from being bad?
It's terrible.
He was hurt.
He got hurt. Matt Jones had to start 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. Coach of the year, something we've talked about pretty often here because there's so many great candidates. Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, Kyle Shanahan, Mike Vrabel, Mike McDonald as well. Yeah, Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have they already voted on these?
I think so.
Because I was like, the answer is
the
award show is usually the Wednesday before the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah. It will be. We can actually go. We're not going to Super Bowl. You're not going to Super Bowl.
The biggest stat to me, certainly wins losses. Quarterbacks are judged by wins or losses. You can look at QBR, you can look at completion percentage, yards, whatever. But your ratio, touchdowns, interceptions, is a huge one. Completion percentage is always a really good indicator. Average yards per pass or completion, I think, is a good indicator. But passing touchdowns, interceptions. Matthew Stafford, 49 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions. Drake May, who's number 2 in the odds at least, has 35 touchdown passes to Matthew Stafford's 49. And he still has a good ratio too. 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Drake May. But Matthew Stafford, my God, 49 touchdown passes and 9 interceptions. You can't overlook, if you're a voter for MVP, you can't overlook that stat. And if you have that kind of ratio, I don't care how good a running back season is, you're not winning the MVP over a quarterback that does that at the most important position. And if you're one of those who likes to look at the PFF grades, he has a 91.4% passing grade.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Stafford for me is MVP.
Yeah.
Coach of the year, though. This one's tough.
This is tough.
Vrabel went from top 5 pick to the 2 seed. Shanahan had 1,000 injuries. McDonald in Seattle, that was a great turnaround. Ben Johnson, what he did with the Bears. I mean, but Liam Cohen might actually be. I mean, they were bad, and they were 13-4.
Yeah, I saw a stat. He's the first rookie head coach to have 4 wins or less the year before he took over to get to at least 12 wins. Nobody's ever done that.
Yep. I look at what he did versus what Ben Johnson did in Chicago is pretty comparable.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it bad now, I can't remember. I don't know how many losses or wins the Bears had.
They had 5.
They had 5. Okay, so they had one more. So both bad teams. I look at those two as pretty comparable. They made it to the same round, right?
No, the Jags were round 1. They lost to the Bills.
All right. Well, that might sway a few.
But if it's already been voted on,
I don't know if it. I don't know actually. I don't think it has been voted on.
No, I mean, I think it has because that's how you get to the finalists, right?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Either way. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Giants quarterback Jackson Dart, Buccaneers receiver Emeka Egbuka, Patriots running back Travion Henderson, Panthers wide receiver Tedero McMillan, and Saints quarterback Tyler Shuck.
It's Tedero.
I think it's Tedero too.
Yeah.
I want it to be Shuck really bad.
And I think Henderson might be too, right?
I think it'll be Tedero McMillan then Shuck.
You think so?
I think so.
Henderson had to split a lot of time.
Henderson had a sweet spot there in the middle, and then it trailed off. Jackson Dart missed a lot for injury, and then Emeka Egbuka started strong and then tailed off.
Well, let me tell you.
Shuck finished strong because he wasn't the starter, so it's like last memory type situation.
Let me tell you, if you're basing Rookie of the Year on the sports card market, Jackson Dart would just run off with this award. My God.
Yeah.
People paying a lot of money for his sports cards right now.
Him and Shadur Sanders.
Yeah. I'm over here just subtly just buying some Tedero cards, knowing he's going to win the MVP or Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. I got a lot because I got a Panthers fan in my house.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a lot.
Really?
Yeah. My youngest son.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What is he, like a Cam Newton fan?
He was Christian McCaffrey when he was with him. And then I give him a lot of credit because he played Madden, and Christian McCaffrey's like a cheat code. And I give him a lot of credit. When they traded him, he stuck with the Panthers.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
He gets a pass.
His brothers give him hell every Sunday.
Yeah, as they should. They should.
It's so bad until this year.
I was about to say, he had a good year this year.
Oh, so he's all in on Bryce Young then.
As much as a person can be, yes.
Okay.
As much as a person can be.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of nice tries.
Nice tries there. All right, so that is your NFL awards. Let's see, any more that would...
What about Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Defensive Rookie of the Year, Giants edge rusher Abdul Carter.
Oh, no.
James Pierce Jr.
Probably.
Their cat from the Browns.
Oh, the linebacker? Schlesinger?
Yeah.
That's going to be the pick. It's going to be Carson Schlesinger.
Xavier Watts.
Ooh, he can play, man. I like him. even though he's on the ops.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Steelers got a linebacker that played well.
I like
a lot.
him.
Who was it? The guy from Ohio State.
On the Steelers?
Yeah.
Like Sawyer?
Sawyer? I didn't really see him. Yeah, I didn't really see him
I
this
thought he
year.
played a bit.
I think that's a two-man race. I think that's Carson Schlesinger, James Pierce Jr.
Yeah.
And I think those are the two at the top. They were just consistent all year. The other ones had flashes. It was just it kind of tapered off a little
Let's
bit.
be honest, no one really cares about defensive rookie of the year. It's all about the offense, baby.
Defensive player of the year has got to be Myles Garrett.
Right? Yeah, I mean, he broke the sack record.
Yes.
That's
no question.
That's him.
They shouldn't even have a finalist for that. They should just be like, wasting everybody's time.
Huck asked me the other day, he's like, hey, Dad, one of the awards, do you think Derek Stingley will win defensive MVP?
You were like, son, listen.
He's like, he might be second, bud.
I think
But
Will
Myles
Anderson's
Garrett.
up for it.
Yeah.
If he wants a Texan to root for.
He didn't care about anybody but
Michael
Derek
Parsons.
Stingley.
Benito from
Man,
the
Parsons having
Broncos.
such a good year, too.
Benitez was really
Parsons
good
was-
for Denver.
12 and a half sacks in 13 and a half games.
What, for Parsons or Benito?
Michael Parsons.
Yeah, like this. Tragic, man. And I hate that you're starting to become your own doctor. Like, when you see injuries now, you're like, oh, that's an ACL. Oh, that's an Achilles. Like, I hate that.
I felt that way about Kittle
Yeah,
in the
you just seen
playoff
it,
game
like,
with the Eagles.
Yep, that's an Achilles. Like, I hate that it's become that now. You're like self-diagnosing players. It's like, oh, yeah. Like, when Parsons got hurt, I immediately knew, that knee's cooked. Like, I don't know what exactly you ripped up, but something in there is not right. That was gruesome. And it was on a grass field, so they can't even be like, oh, it's the turf. Like,
People were talking about where Nussmeier might be a good fit if he was drafted, whatever round that might be. And I'm a homer, but I'm trying to play a little bit of comparative. When people are looking to draft a backup, they want him to be kind of at least be a comparative play style
Version of the starter.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I think he'd be a good fit in Green Bay. What?
Oh, they got Willis, or he's leaving?
Look, they're talking about Malik Willis as being a free agent.
Oh, wow. Okay, well,
like
yeah,
a
if he
target
get a
for
job.
somebody that's looking for a quarterback.
Yeah, and how much are you going to pay for that?
We just talked about the draft class of quarterbacks this year.
Ain't much.
Well, you've seen what Malik can do, which is really, really good.
Jets, I'd rather go have him than what this draft class has.
No question.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at, Jordan Love's a guy that's not real mobile. Doesn't do a lot with his feet. Doesn't run around a lot. They have a really passer friendly. They got a lot of good young receivers, and he throws off his back foot a lot. And Nussmeier loves to throw off that back foot, and he could just learn how to do it the proper way. There's a way to throw off your back foot.
Yeah.
I feel like the playing styles are pretty darn similar to those two. So I like that comp actually. The more at first I was like, I'm just gonna say it because I like Green Bay. But then I was started thinking about it. I was like, well, Malik Willis might be somewhere else starting next year. They're going to need somebody, and you look at play styles. Well, Jordan Love doesn't run the ball.
Oh, you're going to hate my comp. You're going to hate mine then.
Go
Because
ahead.
if you're going Green Bay, I was going to go to Vikings. Kevin O'Connell, J.J. McCarthy, super spotty. Nuss could be in a situation where you got to throw him in there. Nuss can get the ball to a number one guy, Justin Jefferson. Nuss can get the ball to a number one guy. That's all I know. So Kevin O'Connell's the quote-unquote QB whisperer, so that'd be a good rehabilitation spot for Nuss to, get out of that Joe Sloan's screen get that out of him.
How about this?
It's kind of like
We're
Rattler
gonna
getting
go-
traded to the Vikings.
All three of us are going to go in the same division.
Oh, wow.
I thought about Vikings, but they may draft a guy that they need to start and they think can start right away because of JJ. I would love to see Garrett Nussmeier as Jared Goff's backup. They have a strong running game. That's something that Garrett Nussmeier's never had. They have a ton of weapons. Goff gets the ball out quick. If you could get Nuss to get the ball out quick.
Yep.
St.
It's a
Brown,
really hard thing
Sam
to do.
Laporta.
They do a lot of under center, and people are going to laugh at this, but if you haven't done that as a quarterback, it's like writing with your left hand if you're a right-hander. It's a trained thing to practice under center, play well, play fast under center.
Minnesota does that a lot too. O'Connell likes an under center.
I believe you, because that was Jackson Dart's biggest gripe. They was talking about him coming out was that he the little
because there's a
clap and all
technique.
this, and-
There's a technique to getting out of the center fast without getting stepped on by the guards. I mean, there's a technique to all of it. It can be certainly trained and worked on.
Who was the quarterback that kept falling trying to get the snap out. Was that the Senior Bowl last year? It was like
last year
kept
they were all
falling.
bad.
Oh, okay. So it was
Dude,
last
I'm
year.
telling you,
Senior Bowl.
when
Yeah.
you go
All
from
bad.
college and like they probably never took one snap under center in high school.
Jackson Dart got so
so that's what it
offended.
was.
He got so offended when I asked him the question. I was like, hey, y'all stayed after to do some snaps with the centers. Obviously, it was a big struggle in practice today because it was bad.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, when's the last time you even took a under center snap in a game? He goes, last play of my college career. I said, what? He goes, we took a knee. I said, a real play. He's like, that is real play. I was like,
all right, guy.
You're defensive about it.
All right, don't be a douche.
So never got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's from Utah.
So that's kind of a D-bag answer.
Like, dude, I'm talking about with something on the line.
That's a huge D-bag.
I mean,
Now the more I think about it, I don't like Jackson Dart now.
have you ever seen an interview with Jackson Dart?
Yeah,
Like,
no, I get
the
it.
player, he gives off that vibe.
Checks up. It is a real play, bro. Blah, 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 blah.
It's the best play in football.
Everybody
Everybody says it.
Yeah. I mean, all of them are struggling, though. Riley Leonard was struggling. Jackson Dart was struggling. Whoever else. I don't even remember. Quarterbacks. It was bad.
I just remember.
Like, it highlighted practice because it was, like, so bad.
Yeah, because you can't practice.
Yeah.
You
Can't get the snap.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
fumble to
They were,
snap.
they were
and-
struggling to get to the running backs, like on stretch lead. Couldn't get there,
Yep.
because they were
The
taking
steps.
so much time
Yeah,
under the
steps.
center. The running back was beating them there.
That was one as a quarterback or a backup quarterback. It's like one of the most stressful times in practice is inside run period or live goal line or live short yardage period, because inside run, of course, it's a running. It's not a pass. There's no threat to pass. There's no threat of play action. So the center just knows he's getting teed off on. And in inside run, they always want the snap count on 1. You can't ever quick snap them. You can't ever hard count. It's green 19, set hut every time. So the defensive line knows that. So the center knows this guy's going to tee off, low man win. So the center's like shooting out of there, like snapping it while he's moving forward instead of like securing the snap, then going. It's the most stressful thing because like you got to like ride the center for like a half a second, then you're getting stepped on. And then it looks like a complete S show if you fumble snaps. And there's a lot of fumble snaps in like inside run periods. And so it was always a very stressful. And then as a quarterback, you look terrible. It was always stressful. Mm-hmm. I fumbled a snap in New England that one time I was there for a few minutes.
You'll live.
Take a lap. And I didn't like it.
Take
but
a
I was
lap.
like, you know what?
Make it a long lap.
Respect, Belichick.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, it is Thursday. It is 9:15 segment when we come back. So, of course, it is time for your munchie questions with Chef Michael Johnson. Go ahead and get those inside the Bayou Ford chat. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, if it's game day, a hangout, or just winding down after a long day, there's one beer that fits every moment, and of course, that is Dos Equis. Crisp, refreshing, and perfectly balanced, Dos Equis is easy to drink without sacrificing flavor. It's not heavy, it's not watered down. It's just a great beer you can enjoy all game long. So whether you're watching with friends, grilling outside, or cracking open one, after a long work day, Dos Equis always delivers. So next time you're at the store, grab Dos Equis because the most interesting days deserve the most interesting beer.
That's that sound. Crack open an ice cold beer, and when you do, make sure it is Dos Equis. Now we're talking Dos Equis Lager Especial. We're talking about the Amber Especial, line of salt zero, cheladas, micheladas. They got a beer for every single taste bud. So if you're going to do it, make sure you do it responsibly. If you're going to go out with the night out with the fellas, little ladies' night, whatever it is, make sure you're drinking Dos Equis, that delicious Mexican lager, Dos Equis.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refresh.
I'm gonna take my time. She gon' get hers before I'm gonna take it slow. I'm not gonna rush the stroke.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
So I can get a sensual seduction. So we can get a sensual seduction. Sensual seduction. Whoa. She might be with him, but she's thinking about me.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane studio. Let's go ahead and get to our guy, Chef Michael Johnson. He's going to answer all your munchy questions.
Get ready to tantalize your taste buds and leave this segment hungry. This is Munchies with Executive Chef Michael Johnson. Let's eat.
Chef, how are we doing this week, brother?
I'm great, guys. How are y'all?
Doing fantastic. And wanted to ask you right off the top, looks like we got some nasty weather coming our way. I mean, do we have a plan or do we have a plan maybe you can share with our listeners of how you got to hunker down, maybe some essential supplies to make sure you're ready to go if we do have some bad weather?
Yeah, so, I mean, we stay planning ahead, right? If I'm not planning ahead, I'm not doing my job right, man.
Yep.
And so we expect that we could potentially not have deliveries out through Wednesday. So we have an annex refrigerator that we use for moments like this. It's crap moments where if we can't get because we don't have the opportunity or we don't have the option of not feeding people, right? Like there are people here from out of state, out of country that we have an obligation to feed. So we bring things in. We'll load the freezer with easily cooked foods like frozen shrimp and IQF chicken breasts and stuff like that. That if we can get deliveries on Monday and Tuesday, we may have to manipulate the menu a little bit and pare it back a little bit, but we'll be open for business, and unless LSU says, hey, it's too dangerous,
right?
Which I don't think it's going to be. Just my gut is telling me, like where we are, we should be in the cold rain versus the freezing rain. But I think that if you don't prepare for those moments, man, you're making a mistake. And so yeah, we stay prepared for these things.
Chef, I can tell you what my gut's telling me right now. My gut's telling me to prepare some delicious comfortable soups for this weekend.
There you go.
I know we've talked about like the winter comfort foods for you. And of course, you got your gumbos and your chilies, but man, is there anything else that you could just like make you a little fire in the living room, put on a nice movie in some cold weather, and get comfortable?
Yeah, my fiance and I love pasta. We both love pasta, and she actually is a pretty good cook too. And so, like I like what you call a rosé sauce, where you mix a little red and white, cream together. I think pasta just is something that's hearty and filling and makes you feel good too. And I don't know, I like stuffed cannelloni and stuff. I don't know, man. I woke up thinking about pasta this morning.
Yeah. So is making your own pasta, is it worth it? Or is
yeah.
It is?
It's entirely different, man. Fresh pasta in particular, yeah. If you're not going to dry your own pasta. So fresh pasta, yeah, it's incredible because it absorbs differently. It doesn't take as long to cook. The entire process is something. And it, like when you're cooking a red sauce into a noodle, man, and you continue to get the flavor of the sauce out of the noodle. It's a difference, it's a different experience, man. I don't know. We buy fresh pasta. We buy both pasta here actually because fresh pasta doesn't sit well for long. It's meant to be consumed immediately. So if it's going to be sitting in a pan, waiting for people to eat it, we might use dried pasta. But when we have our pasta stations and live cooking pasta, or if it's already going to have a sauce in it, we're going to use fresh pasta. That's another thing. Like fresh pasta, it desires a sauce to go with it. Depending on the kind of noodle, that depends on the kind of sauce, right? So yeah, it likes to be eaten immediately. It doesn't like to sit around and wait for people to eat it because it, especially if it's just a noodle and oil, it just kind of gets fat and greasy.
Yeah.
So there is some cons to it, but it's mostly pros.
What's the most efficient way to make like a homemade pasta? Because I know it is a process. Is there a way to maybe speed it up? Is it one of those things you just can't speed up? It just has to be what it has to be? Like, what's your maybe preferred method of doing your own pasta?
Well, one thing you can do is you can make the dough ahead of time and freeze it, and it's going to hold well, right? And then you pull it out and thaw it when you're ready to use it, and you can roll it out however you want it and cut it. So, it doesn't have to be all that one laborsome moment of rolling it out. And it really doesn't take that long, to be honest with you. Some people don't even put the egg in it. It's just semolina flour and water. I like the egg in it because it kind of enriches it and makes the noodle a little bit silkier. But you don't have to, you can make vegan pasta without the egg in it, and it turns out just as well. Now, if you're freezing it, the egg can or can't. Some people don't like to freeze the pasta with the egg in it. It will be fine, but you can make the dough ahead of time and, roll it out or even keep it in a ball. I mean, it freezes, right? The way that you want to freeze it, though, is dependent on how quickly you want it to thaw, right? So if you have a big dough ball in the center of that dough ball, it's going to take longer to thaw out than, say, a sheet of pasta that's been flattened out and put into a bag or something like a vacuum seal bag, and it's only a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch thick all the way across. That's going to thaw out very quickly, even under running water in a bag. So, the more you think about it forwardly, the easier the process becomes. In the moment of let's pull this out, let's thaw it, let's cut it. Let's cut it or press it. I have a pasta roller at the house, and you can make different kinds of noodles out of it. So, I don't know. It can be easy if you prepare for it right.
All right, let's stick on this pasta theme because it's got me hungry and got me wanting to go make some homemade pasta as well.
Yeah.
So, and I know it all depends on the sauce and what kind of dish you're making. But what's your preferred type of pasta, the shape, and what's like, or maybe it's a top 3 combos of the shape plus the sauce.
Orzo, ziti, rigatoni, in that order. Yeah.
That was pretty quick.
Dang. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
It's quick.
Orzo is it's kind of like a rice. It looks a little bit like a rice grain, right? It's kind of a small football shaped pasta. Love it, love it, love it. Cooks quick. You can cook it in chicken stock. You can make a cold chilled salad out of it. You can make a hot dish out of it. It really likes olive oil versus sauces over it, though. You can put cream sauce in it and make something out of it. You can actually we make like boudin ball kind of things out of orzo. Once we've cooked it and chilled it. Rigatoni, it's just a sturdy red sauce pasta, and like it's a short, wide tube, so the sauce gets inside of it, and like you get a lot of saturation of the sauce, and if you put capers and seasonings in there, that's going in there with the sauce, and so you get a lot of quality per bite, if that makes sense. Ziti is kind of a thinner tube, kind of thick, thinner tube, and I really like that in cream sauces. Not that it's by nature that way, because it's a smaller tube. Like you're not getting as much cream sauce in there, but it's real thick and hearty, and I don't know. You can pair like size things with it, right?
Yeah.
I like to put shredded chicken in there, or asparagus spears or something of that nature, and it eats kind of similarly.
Chef, we were talking about soups a little bit earlier, and obviously, like, it's a great food right now.
Yeah.
You're going to be colder, and obviously, like, if something happens and maybe weather does kind of affect it, like, which ones would you recommend to maybe hold up over, let's say, 4 or 5 day period, and they're not maybe going to lose their luster or kind of go bad if you keep them in the fridge?
I think most of them are going to hold up for that long, Jake. If you make a soup, it's not good until day 2, right? And so, realistically, if you're going to eat the soup, prepare it ahead of time and give it time to mature and all those flavors to meld together. A soup's not going to go bad in 4 days unless it's been chilled incorrectly.
Right.
Like you have to make sure you chill it correctly. But typically for me, if it's cold outside, going to be a thicker, heartier soup. It kind of sticks to your ribs a little bit better.
Right.
Bisques and chowders and stuff like that.
Chowder.
Chowder. We still make thinner soups sometimes because it's necessary. Chicken noodle. I like Italian wedding soup. The little meatballs and the I don't even remember the name of the pasta that goes in there, but they're little kind of pellets. And the good thing about those is when you put pasta into a hot soup, it's going to continue to swell. Right, so a lot of the mistakes that people make is putting cooked pasta in there and more than they probably should have, and when it swells, it absorbs all the liquid, and then you just have this kind of mushy slop of pasta with some liquid around it, and those little pellets that they put in Italian wedding soup, they only absorb a small amount of liquid. They don't get too large, and so it's ideal for a soup.
Chef, meatball subs. Overrated or underrated?
Whew. Well, if anybody's underrating them, man, that's too bad because I love a meatball sub. I don't think they're overrated. I love them. The bread's important. Good, like a French or Italian baguette. It's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and hold that sauce in there, man. Yeah. Man, you guys are making me hungry.
I know that meatball sub sounds amazing. I'm sure you can make a killer meatball sub. Hey, when you were a kid, did you have? There's people talking about it in the checks. We're talking about like pasta in Italian. Did you ever have like the Chef Boyardee, like the alphabet soup?
Oh God, yeah.
Did you make immature words like I did?
I was a heathen as a young man. Yeah.
Oh yeah, B00B.
Yeah, we pushed mom to the limits quite a bit. I'll just tell you that.
With this alphabet soup, come on.
Alphabet soup, cereal, or alphabet cereal. It doesn't matter, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's good, Chef. You're the man. We appreciate your time. We look forward to it every week. Stay safe if the weather does end up kind of making a turn for the worse, and we'll catch up again next week.
Take care, guys.
All right, Chef Michael Johnson, executive chef for LSU Athletics. All right, before we take a break, if you're looking for a fresh start this spring, speaking of eating healthy, eating right, Ochsner Eat Fit is bringing back Alcohol-Free for 40, a simple 40-day reset designed to help you sleep better, boost your energy, and feel your best. This isn't about giving anything up forever. It's about seeing how your body responds when you take a break and let it recharge. When you sign up, you'll get access to pre- and post-challenge metrics like body comps, blood pressure, so you can actually see the changes over 40 days. Participants often report better sleep, cleaner skin, more focus, and brighter mood, sometimes in just the first couple of weeks. Registration is now open, and you can learn more and sign up at alcoholfreefor40.com and hit reset with Ochsner Eat Fit. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get into a little big deal or no big deal here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me. Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
You got me doing things I'll never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, you do.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Want to remind you about our friends over at Pelican Roofing. PelicanRoof.com is the website. Go there today. See what they can do for you in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, boots on the ground in both locations. 5-star reviews all over the place. That's just what they are. That's who they are. That's what they're all about. And they are right there on the homepage. So it's the first thing that you see. You can check out testimonials from past clients as well. So if you're at the house and you know some bad weather is coming here down the line and you want to make sure that everything's ready to go for you, have them come out and inspect your roof, you can set that up. Get that consultation all ready to go at PelicanRoof.com. Pelican Roofing in Lafayette, in Baton Rouge, PelicanRoof.com. All right, let's do something we haven't done in a couple of weeks. A little big deal or no big deal.
Big deal. Ain't no big deal.
Big deal. No big deal. Big deal. No big deal. No big deal.
No big deal. And it is a big deal.
Hey, that was a
Just cut it right off.
Hey,
I don't know.
man.
That's how long it goes,
Fade,
bro.
got
Hey,
fade.
whoa. That's how long it goes.
When you're making that PowerPoint
Whoa.
presentation and you have the fade into the next
You
slide.
got to keep something going. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are finalizing a deal to hire former Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson as their offensive coordinator. So a little NFC South swapperoo. Big deal or no big deal?
Big deal. When you were out yesterday, actually, we mentioned the Baker Mayfield Kevin Stefanski beef. Baker said he was happy to play Kevin Stefanski twice a year because he shipped him out like he was a piece of garbage and never even texted him or called him when they announced they were deciding Deshaun Watson. This is the type of drama we need in the NFL, especially during the offseason. I'm all for it. Big deal.
Yeah, I'm here for the drama. We talked. It's too many nice guys out there, which is good. You want good sportsmanship, certainly, but you got to have some beef. You got to have some drama. You got to have some people that just don't like each other. You got to have teams that don't like each other. Coaches. This is all good stuff. You kind of see that. You're seeing that. You're going to see it with the Jaguars and Titans. You got Liam Cohen and Robert Saleh, who got an arguing match this year. You're going to get them playing twice a year. So, let's build some more hate within football a little bit.
It's also a big deal for the Bucs because Josh Grizzard was a horrendous offensive coordinator. He was the Joe Saleh of the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, it was try to run it even when you can't. Bad running scheme, and then I'm going to throw it outside the numbers.
Yeah.
That was their offense this year.
We are starting to get going into next year. There's going to be some feuds and some beefs between like people we had no idea didn't like each other at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
We got Matt LaFleur, Ben Johnson going to face
LaFleur.
off twice. We got Baker Mayfield and Stefanski going to face off twice. We got Liam Cohen, Robert Saleh. I'm pretty sure Liam Cohen would have just beat the brakes off of Robert Saleh for sure. Right there on the field, right there on the 50.
That looks like that matchup would go his way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We got some good hatred spewing in the NFL, which is awesome. Keep it up.
That is funny. Like Ben Johnson, you need to turn it. You're not that guy, buddy.
Not yet.
Like, come on.
Not yet.
Well, no, I just mean like physically, you were not that guy. Like don't go doing that.
Yeah. Well, no. Are you talking about Liam Cohen or Ben Johnson?
I'm talking about Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but I mean, LaFleur is kind of small.
I get it, but I mean, same with
He ain't
Cohen.
doing that to Dan Campbell.
Same with Cohen, though, I guess.
So I say big deal because I want it. I'm here for the drama. I'm all here for it. All right, let's see here. All right, big deal, no big deal. Indiana's game-winning interception came from Jamari Sharp, who is the nephew of Glenn Sharp, whose controversial pass interference penalty lost Miami its first national championship game against Ohio State back in the day.
Oh, look at you doing a little deep dive.
Not a real big deal. I found that myself, obviously.
Yeah, no question about it. That feels like a big deal.
That's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to him after the game, and he must have said that he was from like a mile or 2 miles away from the stadium like 7 times because he wanted you to know.
Yeah.
He was not
Miami,
very happy that Miami didn't even look at him in recruiting. He's like, I grew up right there. I was like, oh, man.
You should feel that
Yeah,
way.
he's like, and I
Yeah.
ended the game right here. And I was like, okay, all right.
Okay. I get you. I get it.
So I think that's a very big deal.
I think it's a big deal. Not surprising, though. Sharps are known to be premier athletes. But, yeah, big deal. Big deal nonetheless.
Taylor, Shannon.
Sterling,
who just made the Hall of Fame.
Bauer Sharp.
Next.
I was about to see what you was going.
You know, it's funny. That's the only one of the three whose last name is spelled like mine. So.
Yeah, the one that closest.
That's more your, okay.
That's more my speed.
Yep.
Okay.
Jordan, you got one.
No, yeah. All right. Well, big deal or no big deal. Seems like the 49ers are done with Brandon Ayuk and this saga going on. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch spoke at their press conference yesterday, basically saying that they have no clue what has happened. There was no more communication going on. He stopped answering texts, stopped showing up to the facility. Kyle Shanahan was quoted saying, "It's something I've never seen in my 22 years of coaching. It's confusing." And this is coming off just signing a $120 million contract last season in 2024. That was as an extension. And coming off an all-pro season in 2023. So Brandon Ayuk, nobody knows where he is or what he's got going on, but it looks like his time with the 49ers is over. So is this a big deal or no big deal?
Can I go both? Can I go both? Big deal or no big? No big deal because the guy hadn't played in 2.5 years, so who cares? He's never going to play there. Big deal because this just further proves the point of how awful it was for them to give him that contract. Like, look, 1,000 yards, really good season for a receiver. That doesn't automatically make you a top 10. Brandon Ayuk was never that guy. Teams keyed in on Debo. They keyed in on George Kittle. Once Debo left, Brandon Ayuk hasn't done anything. Then he sits out, and in order to appease him, they give him the money because he's sitting out of training camp and he has nothing to show for it. It was an awful deal by the 49ers. They're paying for it now, but it's honestly not very surprising.
No, it's not at all, actually. When they gave him that deal, I think we were all surprised. You got to look at the weapons around him. Like, he made the plays, credit to him, like, whenever they had to call his number, but that deal never, ever made – like, he never felt like a top guy. He's a good player. He's got a place in the NFL for sure, but –
he's good, too.
Man, for the 49ers making so many bad decisions, it's amazing how good they still are.
It's incredible.
Right. And then it's funny because, like, people give Lynch credit, but, like, is Lynch a good GM?
Yeah.
Like, Shanahan's a good coach, but, like, is Lynch actually
even the people
a
that he
good...
signed to play there don't really play there because they get hurt.
True.
So
the problem is, like, they find just blessings late in the draft that just helps them so much.
Yeah.
Because remember, they drafted Solomon Thomas top 5. And nobody knows who Solomon Thomas is no more.
John Lynch got touched by an angel.
Yeah.
That Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
As Mr. Irrelevant became who he is. If he didn't, if Brock Purdy was just like a normal 7th round, like a guy that didn't, John Lynch would be out the door already because he screwed up that quarterback room.
Yeah.
He got lucky.
Very much so.
And you got to get lucky. I get it at that level. But, like, Mr. Irrelevant lucky to
that's a little too
playing like that, that's wild.
Yeah.
Wild behavior.
That's like some Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, 6th, 7th round type of fine. Like, you don't expect this guy to become that guy. So
Yeah. It's like finding a Trinidad Chambliss to come
literally from Ferris State
and do that.
And beat out a 5-star. So, yeah, that's where we at with it.
Yeah. Man, some bad decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Reuben Foster was one of them. I remember. I thought he was going to get drafted to the Saints, and he, hung up on us or something like that. So.
All right. That was yours. Brandon Ayuk was yours.
Yeah,
right?
that was mine.
Right, Taylor, you got one?
We can do it after the break.
Radio Tees.
All right,
looking at the clock.
Yeah, boy.
All right, more OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, if your office technology isn't working the way it should, it slows everything down, and that is where Gulf Coast Office Products comes in. From copiers and printers to IT services and managed solutions, Gulf Coast Office Products helps businesses stay efficient, connected, and productive. They're locally based, they respond fast, and they understand what businesses along the Gulf Coast actually need to operate day to day. Stop fighting for your office equipment and start getting results. Visit gcopnet.com to learn more. That's Gulf Coast Office Products, office technology that actually works.
That's right, Gulf Coast Office Products. You talk about the best team. You want to talk about the best equipment. You want to talk about the best service. That's Gulf Coast Office Products. If you work in an office, it doesn't matter what the size is. You could have one person, two person, 200, 2,000, whatever the size is, they can fit and meet that need. They send equipment and work with companies all over the country, but they are located right here in Louisiana, in our backyard. And if you have a problem, they will get you back up and running with that award-winning local service team. GCOPnet.com.
I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them.
Let's just take care of this right here.
Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel?
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Like you. Now I done been with different kind of girls. Feel like I done seen them all, but ain't none of them at all. Like you. And I done seen the best of the best. Baby, still I ain't impressed.
All right, welcome back in, OTB. Always remember our friends over at Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. Go Tommy's.com. G-E-A-U-X. Tommy's with a Y.com. Man, they are the best. That is not just us saying it. That's the Advocate saying it. 2025 best windows. That went to Tommy and the team. They can come out, do whatever you need to be done. And you can check out a gallery of work to see what they've already done. But when I say they're going to make sure they get it done, if you have a custom job, they can certainly come in and do that as well. That's why you see the banners. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's year after year after year. They stack awards over there at Tommy's. And so have Tommy and the team come out to your space, get that consultation set up again at their website, G-E-A-U-X, Tommy's with a Y.com. Go Tommy's.com. All right, Tay, what you got for us?
Yeah, so John Lynch said 49ers are going to evaluate everything injury-related in the offseason, including investigating the viral conspiracy theory, looking into whether excessive exposure to the electromagnetic force contributed to the team's injury rate. Matt's actually the first person I heard bring this up. So, John Lynch, you're listening to OTB Science. Big deal or no big deal?
Huge deal. Way to follow the science. Absolutely. You know we're big science believers around here.
We're not.
That's a great point. Well, this is actually against science. This is against science, okay?
Yeah.
So this is denying actual science by believing in this electromagnetic field. Believing the facts is what he's doing. There's some facts that we got too many injuries. Ever since we moved into this facility by this electrical substation, we've led the league in injuries. So, yeah, it's happening. It's not a conspiracy. It's facts.
But like John Lynch said, look, we know the guy did a study where he stuck some apparatus underneath the fence and came up with this number. He's like, but we're we're like reaching out to anyone and everyone to see if like there's like, is it going to be debunked or is there something to this?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he seems pretty serious about it.
Prove me wrong type situation. Can they just up and move that stadium?
A forklift?
Maybe they put like a wall of foil on their practice field. That'd be legit.
You're a minute too early there, Jordan. You
See,
just pulled a
we
Flynn.
all do it. We all do it.
You just pulled a Flynn, sir.
Did y'all also see Fernando Mendoza? His LinkedIn has become very popular. He has a nerdy LinkedIn, and he updates it. And like I think he updated it within an hour of winning the national championship. Yeah, it says national champion. Then he's like a message to my fans, like what I learned.
Yeah,
about B2B sales with my. And then he said, "I'm just joking." And he just lists off, but he's actively. I don't know if he's like trolling.
He's active on LinkedIn.
He's very active on LinkedIn, which
doesn't surprise me.
That is wild behavior. I feel
actually, if you talk to him, does not surprise me one bit. Shout out to Fernando Mendoza, going to be the #1 pick, national champion, and active on LinkedIn.
Good luck with the Raiders.
We love you. We thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day.
Later.
Off the bench.
All right, if you are serious about baseball or softball, we always know there's only one place to go in Baton Rouge and Lafayette in New Orleans to get that work in, Marucci Hitter's House. It is a world-class training facility. It's built by ball players for ball players. So if you want to go in, take a little hack or 2 or 3, get a full cage session in, that's where you go. And one of the cool things is if you're getting that new bat, right, always remember you can try it out there in the cages. Also, always remember if you want to trade in that old Marucci bat and get a discount on your new bat, you can do that as well. They are the only place to go. Marucci Hitter's House. Go to MarucciSports.com.
Right here in Baton Rouge, you can actually take a Marucci campus tour as well. So step inside the heart of baseball at the Marucci campus tour in Baton Rouge. Explore the wood shop, paint booths, and finishing rooms where the official bats of MLB are made, and experience museum-style exhibits and interactive displays. Go to MarucciSports.com/campus-tour.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us.
At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.